Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. TCG Fam's making me laugh in the chat. Come see me. I feel bad. I missed you this morning. I think today you were out. You either dropped a premiere or a live stream. But I work outdoors Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and I think it was the last thing I saw before I walked out the door for the morning. But thank you for being here. They have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. We're looking at Canadian Family Life, a creator that just came into the Tuber Chat family several months ago. Not many, as a matter of fact, but has already had great impact on our community as a loyal and dedicated supporter, not only here, but I see them out on other people's channels literally all the time, I believe every single day. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'll talk about their content in a moment. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom for today. I got quite a few names on there. I'm going to add some more right now or shortly. Michael's Adventures sends his regards. He works regular gig, but it is often in the evenings and can't join us during the week. We'll likely see him again on the weekend, but he always wants to make sure that we let everybody know that he is thinking about us when he's not here. And pardon me, Cindy Nemanch, I'm not sure if you are brand new here in Tuber Chat, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but for anybody that is brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And thank you, everybody, for being here. So Canadian Family Life, I'll take them off the wheel because we got them on the screen. We're going to look at their husband's channel afterwards as well. Woman Outdoor and Woman Outdoors and Granny Filming Again. We're both early, as well as Mike and Rihanna's Adventures in Coastal Water, who are both longtime friends. Brown Girl Bella is somebody that I've known well over 3.5, it's going to soon be 4 years that I say that I've known her, and she has been a unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter all this time. So I've got her on the wheel. VS Speaks Royally and the Stock Explorer are also on there. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But after a long period of time today, usually about 2 hours or so, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation in the chat. I have a robot in the background that helps keep track of that as well. When we look at Canadian Family Life's content, they bring us a lot of grocery and food bank hauls. I see they've got a brand new one from today. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Canadian Family Life is one of two of the very first creators that we know of to be monetized under the new system, requiring only 500 subscribers, even though they had already long passed their 1,000, and then 3,000 hours of watch time. And they have done a really good job over this period of time. It's just a few months. It's getting on 3 or 4 months now. But Canadian Family Life, and Tiffany is the creator behind this channel. She is really putting a lot of effort into, first of all, making herself a part of the YouTube community, but really learning the ins and outs of the guidelines, how things work, connecting with people, and has a natural basic instinct for just having a lot of impact in our community, for which I'm grateful. So I just wanted to show this channel first today. We haven't been featuring channels for a few days. We'll try that maybe again sometime in the future, but right now we're kind of caught up, so we'll consider that. TCG Fam, thank you for another super chat. They've done that countless times. For that reason, we'll put their channel up next before I spin the wheel. We always put Superchatters on the screen right away in order, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We've got quite a few more creators in the house. Cool Gamer came through quickly there. Charlene Heels in the house. Destiny's Lifestyle Vlogs is here. Layla Life My Way and M&T Living and Cooking are both here. Ron's Keto Cafe is back in the house, and Stormy Lalab, good to have you in the house. And then Just Jason Keto and More is also in the house. There was an interesting stream the other day Gail Southern Living hosted, and Just Jason Keto and More, who has a lot of guests on his channel, was a guest on her channel talking about a keto-based diet and lifestyle. And he will always bring motivation, inspiration, and education when it comes to healthy eating and healthy living. I've got him on the wheel now. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. We'll get through as many channels as we can on the screen within about a 3-hour period. So Canadian Family Life will also mix in some cooking videos and some garden updates. They do a spectacular job of keeping a very neat and well-organized indoor garden, container garden, which I think is really, really cool. I watched one of their videos the other day and was kind of taken away with how well they keep that organized. They've got some shorts here that have gotten into 1,200 and 1,400 views, one over 2,400. And then live streams are occasional on the channel. But if I scroll through a lot of these thumbnails, first of all, you see some StreamYard panels, but there's Tiffany right there, and you recognize her because you see her on so many other creators' channels. When you collaborate with others, even in StreamYard panels, you are always pretty much guaranteed to gain a few subscribers. But when you do that, you're also changing the conversation and the content on their channel in a generous way as well. So it's wonderful for both creators when you're collaborating. First Floor Audio is Lee from the UK. It's getting late for them, 2 in the morning-ish right now. But they're dropping a super chat, so we're going to look at their channel right after TCG Fam, and I see that Ron's Keto Cafe is coming in and doing the same thing. So thank you for these super chats. I really do appreciate this extra generous support. It's absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. As a small bonus, what we do is speed things up for them. We'll put them on the screen right away, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel like we usually do. So again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Canadian Family Life hubby is the husband of Tiffany, who I believe is Chris. He started his channel with some 3D printing and let us know today. I think he's watching on a Amazon Fire TV stick, if I'm right. So may not be chatting as much as Tiffany will, but she's always active in the chat. There's Shane, your everyday wheelchair ninja. Grammy's Journal, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Big Dude is going to inspire us in a spiritual way on his channel. He happens to be a member, so I'll get him on the wheel right away. Chef Savory Bliss is a long time friend and incredibly supportive creator, and I see Ghostly Wins, who's actually responsible for naming my ketchup list that I used to keep caught up with creators. It's just a playlist, but Ghostly Winds gave him a fun name, the Superchattians and the Wheel of Doom. Yes, thank you. And thank you, Ghostly Winds. Let's get them in the list as well. We're going to look at their channel right after Ron's Keto Cafe. So I'm going to get moving on these channels now, but Canadian Family Life hubby has started with some shorts and some videos. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to get them rolling towards that first 100 because we know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever before, but as long as everybody's still doing as much as we can for each other, which everybody around here always does, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. I haven't mentioned it yet, but if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So that premiere that I missed from this morning, I've got it on my catch-up list now, TCG Fam, so I'll be able to catch up with that. But they got a few more coming up. It looks like they're posting, so they got one tomorrow, and then they've got a couple, it looks like a week or two down the road. We got something going on here, I think. Papa John's in Canada, or at least in our area, is doing something like free pizza, or not free pizza, half-price pizza all week or something. One of our friends mentioned it. And, yeah, hopefully my internet's okay, but we'll see. And then TCG Fam is going to take us, they often do live streams, actually, where they take us to different restaurants and things like that. What you'll find on the channel are a lot of mukbang-style challenges. You can see they're now over 6,000 subscribers. They've been a long-time friend. They got some shorts here, too, and let's see how these are doing. They've just started. One of them over 600 views, which is great, so hopefully they'll keep posting those. And like I said, they go live often as well. So, yeah, just a week ago they did. I've been with them many times in live streams. Hopefully I'll catch you for one again soon. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And I've got the notification bell on, of course, for every channel. So, Controversial Cruising is in the house. Good to see you here. And TCG Fam, thank you one more time for another super chat. Like I said, they've done that countless times. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And for that reason, we put these channels up on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. So, there is one thing I wanted to mention before I go on to the next channel's content. First of all, if anybody hasn't given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. The other thing, too, is, so I had heard today that there is an abundant number of losses in subscribers all over the community. These kind of things happen often. Most of us know from any level of experience that the numbers in the analytics studio fluctuate all the time. YouTube takes our subs, they take our watch hours, they take our thumbs up, they even take our thumbs down sometimes, thank goodness, right? But today, apparently, there may have been either a glitch or probably a purge. What we see every 3 or 4 months is YouTube seems to come around and strip down all of the either fake accounts or illegitimate connections and things like that. One of the things we have to consider is that some people end up leaving YouTube, right, altogether, or have channels deleted or accounts cut and things like that, as we can imagine. So it's something we might consider. You know, like, it's nice that a lot of us get into hundreds of subscribers, eventually thousands of subscribers. We're starting to see a lot of channels cross over into 10,000, even 20,000 and beyond. And as the numbers grow faster and faster, I promise these losses that seem like a big deal today will become much less of a big deal down the road. I don't even notice it anymore. I promise you, I probably lose more subscribers than everybody right now on my personal channel as YouTube purges a lot of accounts that came in while I was chasing some newsworthy content a couple of years ago. People were making all kinds of accounts for trolling and, you know, just for chasing what was going on that day and things like that, or people who maybe have never come back to the channel is an idea. We put a lot of focus on connecting the right way, and it's not that there's a specific right or wrong way, but not every single person you come across is going to be of the same mindset in wanting to do for others more than they expect for themselves. That's human nature. It's unfortunate, but, you know, we have to expect that, right? So any number of things are possible, but we see glitches with YouTube constantly. They usually fix whatever's wrong within a couple of weeks or so, but purges happen every 3 or 4 months. So if you mark the time, we've just entered September. You can remember the kids have all gone back to school and everybody's into their fall routines. Sometime around Christmas, we're probably going to be talking about this again. So you can mark my words on that because we've been through it many times. I believe the Wheel of Doom's favorite food is Starburst. It could be. Somehow the Doom Wheel is always tasting the rainbow. Yes, thank you, Ghostly Winds. They always have creative things to say about the Wheel of Doom, but thank you for another super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And then Yeah, just Jason Keto and more. But it happens once in a while, right? Anybody who's been on YouTube for especially a year or more knows this has happened a few times. Jesse Miller Unboxings and more. Good to see you in the house. Cooking with Ned is here as well. Ask Brown Girl Bella. She's been through it. We've been through it together. Now what's getting on 4 years. We wouldn't even be able to count how many purges there are, let alone how many subscribers disappear. But there's tons of glitches. We see that all the time. Oh, yes, that's a cool thing, Ghostly Wins. I try to remember to do it. Kathy Payne, good to see you in the house. Rock Chick Beauties here from the UK as well, just like First Floor Audio, who's on the screen right now. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. One of the things that was happening the other day was some of you might have seen a social media post about a double rainbow as well. That was interesting. I just thought of that because of Ghostly Winds dropping that rainbow in the super chat window there. But thank you for that. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Kimberly Gill is here. Thank you for coming in. And First Floor Audio is a talented producer and performer. And when it comes to music on his channel, you're going to find a lot. First of all of his original works are available as individual videos we can enjoy. He's got a couple of shorts, but these are usually made to promote the live streams. And this is where this channel shines because he does a lot of live streaming. So he's got a few series. Sometimes he's got StreamYard panelists with him. Sometimes he's performing and producing, and he allows us to interact and influence him while he does that. As a matter of fact, when you catch Lee for a live stream, he will draw you right into the content. It's been at least 3 times, if not 4 or 5 that I've been in there, and he'll sing an entire Tuber Chat song like off the cuff for 3 minutes, and I always appreciate the promotion. But it's really fun to see that. So hopefully everybody will connect with First Floor Audio. We would love to push Lee towards the 1,300 subscribers that he's thinking about. I say that with a bit of excitement because, you know, Tuber Chat's been going on now for over 3 years. And you can see we're on number 618 right now. You can imagine how many channels I've been lucky enough to see from their earliest days, and gaining into the thousands of subscribers eventually. And it's always a heartwarming thing. I'm always happy to see progression, especially when I know it's exciting for people. So, Rushing Wind Mountain, I've got you on the wheel. Thanks for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat, or if I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Budgeting Just Because is here to help us with our finances, and First Floor Audio, again, is Lee monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get to his channel, and he visits us from the UK. Let's look at Ron's Keto Cafe. Thank you one more time for those super chats. First Floor Audio and Ron's Keto Cafe, they've both done that before many times. And then, yes, First Floor Audio just crossed 200 episodes, which is quite a milestone. Most of us can imagine that if you've done any amount of live streaming at all, to know that somebody's been through that 200 times already is something else. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure, Ghostly Winds, if we're talking about the same thing. I wonder if you're talking about, I'm not sure about Cult of Lamb. I haven't heard of that, but Unity. Unity's gaming engine, which I actually have used and intend to use and am using now. That company pulled a real maneuver, letting everybody know after they've been investing work, time, and money for years that they're about to start charging more. So the way that works, for some people can imagine, to build a video game of any kind, like especially when we're talking about things like Modern Warfare and Grand Theft Auto and, you know, some of these bigger games, even Fortnite, this and that, it takes years, teams of people, years to build those games. And when you decide on the different companies and services you're going to use and pay, it's not very nice when they come along and say, hey, by the way, we're going to add a new tax to you. And that's something that's got the internet in an uproar right now. So I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, Unity gaming engine. But we'll see. They've already started backpedaling. I have a feeling they're going to have to. Ron's Keto Cafe is up here right now to help us with some healthy eating and healthy living. This creator's getting dangerously close to 1,000 subscribers. He's sitting at 984 right now. So I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. He dropped a super chat, so we put his channel on the screen right away. We always do that for super chatters, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel like we usually do. And after a long period of time, I'll add some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged. As far as I understand, Big Dude, you can hook up either Xbox or PlayStation directly to YouTube. It'll ask for like a login and a password, and then you should be able to stream right from the console. Forgive me because I do not have a PlayStation and have not had one since PS2, because I switched to Xbox many years ago. And I haven't done it yet, but my understanding is that you can. Cocomojo13, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to put you on the wheel as well, right beside Big Dude. They are cousins in real life, as a matter of fact, and I'm always happy to hear about, in real life, friends and family supporting each other. And Ron's Keto Cafe is going to give us his life experience when it comes to the idea of following a keto-based diet or lifestyle. I forget if he said it's 124 weeks-ish right now. And he had lost more than 100 pounds, which is really interesting to see. And he'll take us through that life experience, the trials, the tribulations, his own tips, tricks, and then as well recipes and other product reviews on his channel. He puts out a ton of recipes, actually. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. Some are very simple, like oven-cooked bacon was something that I either saw or shared out the other day. This one here. And then, actually, I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well, because I think I set that to share out, but I haven't watched it yet. Most of you know, if you've heard me talk about the community tab and sharing content, I always share in advance, and it really helps. Not everybody needs to use their community tab in the same way, but here in Superchat, I share probably 6 to 8 times a day for other creators. Starting to even cut down on sharing our own stuff out because everybody's helping so much, it's becoming unnecessary. Chevy Addict, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Oh my goodness, Ron's Keto Cafe, 145 pounds in 161 weeks. So we'll be looking for an update on the About page there, but that's quite an unbelievable feat. So Ron's Keto Cafe is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, and then as well, he's got live streams that come up frequently, so it looks like he's putting these out about once a week. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. It's been a while already, but like I keep saying, I've got the notification bell on for everyone. And my work weeks are about to start cutting down a little bit. The days are, the sun's coming up a little bit later and going down a little bit earlier. Ghostly Winds is coming up next. So thanks, Ron's Keto Cafe, for another super chat. Ghostly Winds sent a couple in today, and they've both done that many times before. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Now, I don't even know what time it is right now for Ghostly Winds in Australia. They're somewhere around 12 hours away from us. And I wonder, I don't even know, forgive me because I still haven't learned yet about the time zones in Australia, if there are more than one, because we got lots of friends in Australia that come through here. But let's look at Ghostly Wind's channel. Now, this creator brings us retro video gameplay. Some of you might have noticed today on YouTube. I'm in Canada, so your promotions on YouTube might be a little bit different than what I see. When I talk about things here, one or two things might kind of slip by as, hey, I haven't seen that. But that's just because they're promoting something in Canada, and they have different promotions in different countries. But today, and yesterday I think it was, we were seeing a lot of retro video game videos that were promoted by YouTube. Now, typically they're going to promote some of the biggest YouTubers over and over and over again. But what we find with Ghostly Wins, who's been a very long time friend, it's getting on 3 years now actually, this creator brings us a lot of retro video games that come primarily from Sega and Nintendo. And it's interesting because I grew up with these systems. Literally, I was a teenager at the time. I was so proud of myself to go out and buy these systems for myself and all this stuff. But they're still introducing me today to games that I had not otherwise already seen. And Ghostly Wins also does a few shorts. They've experimented with what they're doing here with shorts for a while now. They've changed these up. But as well, they've got live streams, and I've caught them many times. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one again soon. But Ghostly Wins always has a positive attitude. You can feel the fun they're having when they're live streaming, and they draw you into the content as well. Walking with the Woods, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being certain if this is your first time with Tuber Chat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anyone you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Now, Ghostly Wins as well has been a dear friend for a very long time. This is somebody who goes far beyond the idea of being a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, which I will always describe them as. But this is somebody who I know truly has my back in the YouTube streets. And I say that so that you can understand what kind of support you can expect from somebody like this. I'm very lucky as the host of Tuber Chat to be able to hear from a lot of other creators on the other social networks. Anybody can message anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And even though hopefully it's a lot more positives than negatives for most people, I'm able to hear a bit of both and understand a bit about what's going on between creators, between the community, and in the YouTube streets. And for that I'm grateful. But Ghostly Wins has been a dear friend who's stayed in touch, and I appreciate their friendship. And Judy May Collins, good to see you here. Aplo Ninja Clips, good to see you back in the house. Together We Travel is here. I ran into them this morning. They were supporting another creator. And then Home Bartending with John. It's always good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming back in. Home Bartending with John is somebody who came into the Tuber Chat family many months ago now, but instantly had great impact on a lot of creators by I saw them out supporting. Oh, I see. That's what you're doing, Aplo Ninja Clips. I didn't know if it was your channel, but now I understand. You're a moderator for that Twitch channel, so I understand. Ungame Miller, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Coffee Walks and whatever is here as well. It's time to spin the wheel, so we'll do that right now. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Thank you one more time, Ghostly Wins, for that super chat. Just Jason Keto and more is coming up in about 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Just Jason Keto and more. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Oh, Brown Girl Bella, that doesn't sound fun at all. Neil Collects is in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. And Budgeting Just Because was just talking about Instagram, for instance. So anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter occasionally as well. It's always Tuber Chat if you search it out. And then I'm happy to get to know creators. But if there's anything that you notice out in the YouTube streets, in the community, questions that you have, I'll always answer if I can. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, but I also have been on YouTube for 6 years now and am able to help in a lot of cases. Oh, Be Amazing Sylvia, my dear goodness. Yes, how did I miss you? Be Amazing Sylvia has just got a monster growth spurt going on right now. She hooked into a formula for shorts a while ago. If any of our members, by the way, who are supposed to be put on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, feel missed or wonder if I may have missed you, please don't be afraid to give me a nudge, because I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody. And I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. But members are always supposed to be added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So look at that. Be Amazing Sylvia, Brown Girl Bella, Mr. Fulton Mraz, all creators I've been connected to since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. I think Be Amazing Sylvia came around more right at the beginning. But Brown Girl Bella and Mr. Fulton Mraz, who just came in the chat, are friends of what's getting close to 4 years now. I got to go back and look. Because I registered the Tuber Chat channel in February, I think it was, of the year that it started, which is now 3.5 years ago. But I had met these creators long before, and they were inspirational in this channel's creation. Nets Vblog 21, good to see you in the house. Mark the Shark is still here. Excuse me, good to see you in the house. Just Jason Keto and more is going to help us with healthy eating and healthy living. He has got a new episode coming up. He does a lot of interviews with creators. Now, he was actually interviewed on another channel the other day. He was with Gail Southern Living on her channel, and that's really cool to see him on the other side of the conversation. But Just Jason Keto and more, both in his live streams and in videos, will bring guests on to talk about their life experience, their tips and tricks when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle, whether it's starting or sticking to it and things like that. Pond and Garden Sanctuary, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now, Just Jason Keto and more also publishes a lot of product reviews, recipes, his own tips and tricks, and even hacks for some of the things we might find when we're thinking about buying products to keep us in a keto-based diet or lifestyle. But he also helps us with things like understanding what some of the ingredients mean. You know, it's not that he's ever said it that I've heard, but what I often will say here when I talk about the channel is, you know, even I go through the store, and when I'm feeling a little bit like I want to be healthier, I'll look at some of the chocolate and other snacks, and I see lots of products out there that say keto on them. Seems like every other magazine cover these days is talking about keto. But there's a lot to be learned, and these creators are going to help us. We saw Ron's Keto Cafe earlier. Just Jason Keto and more is here right now. Shorts on the channel have really moved. He's got a lot of great, healthy-looking shorts. And this is a little bit of a hint, because we've seen this on many other channels as well, where healthy looking and grilling shorts seem to do well, into the thousands. He's got 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 on these, and one breakout shorts which I've seen over 22,000. And then oh, is it Neil Collect's birthday today? Is it actually? Pardon me while I just fire that message off into the chat. Just Jason Keto and more does a lot of live streaming. Now, right now, actually, he's doing a lot of marathon type streams. They're like silent streams. He's just pumping up some watch hours there. Here's another interview, and then he's on Thursday nights every week. So I'm assuming tomorrow, will he be on tomorrow? Is that the premiere? Is the premiere in place of the live stream? Just Jason Keto and more. I'm just curious, or if that is because he's usually on at 7, so I'm wondering if this might be a replacement for tomorrow's episode. He's done that before, but otherwise he's on every Thursday, and then he's doing a lot for watch hours. He'll be willing to swap too. He's well over 1,000 now. Look at that. He not only got to 1,000, but blew right past it here. So we'd love to push him a little bit farther towards the 1,100 that he's thinking about. Just Jason Keto and more has been an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding the Superchat family. And I'm always grateful for the positive things I know he says all the time everywhere he goes as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. The biggest thing I hear from him is the idea that they just want to get as much information out there as possible so that people can be motivated, inspired, and understand how to take part in something like a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And keep on thriving. Why just survive when you can thrive is absolutely a great introduction to the channel. Little Ridge Farm dropped a super chat, so I'm going to put that channel up on the screen right now. I might have done that out of place. Forgive me if I did that. Mark is the creator behind Little Ridge Farm. We got a couple of Marks in the house right now, if Mark the Shark is still here. And Roadhog is in the house as well. They happen to be a member. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. And yes, if it's anybody's birthday, or if you have a monetization celebration coming up, or any special stream like that, please make sure that I know if you can. I will appreciate it, because I try to make sure I'm at everybody's monetization celebration. I love to come across birthdays and things like that. Woman Outdoors just gifted a membership. That's an incredibly generous thing to have done, so thank you for that. And I know Judy May Collins will be happy to have had that. They're still in the chat, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. But we treat those gifted memberships like super chats now, so I'm going to put that channel up on the screen next. And then we'll get back to the spinning the wheel shortly. What we're looking at right now is Little Ridge Farm. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, by the way, I know Just Jason Keto will be interested in that. Just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Little Ridge Farm is a channel we've seen time and time again. Thank you for the super chat again, Mark. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. This creator is going to talk to us about tiny home living and homesteading activities on their channel. They've been through quite a lot in the last year or so. Their channel's been around much longer. Let me look at the beginning. There we go, February 13th, 2022. But Little Ridge Farm has been with us for what I believe is over a year now. And this creator has an interesting story that is just in the midst of their other content. So this creator's home burned down. Literally, they lost everything about a year ago. And what we've been watching for the last long while is the rebuilding and the recouping behind Little Ridge Farm. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that content. I'm sure that you will. There's a lot more to the channel than the story that I tell. But I talk about it because when I describe this creator, Mark specifically, sometimes he's with his daughter Kira, but when Mark is found on other channels, I've walked in on live streams and caught him saying things like, you know, it could have been worse. There's people out there who have it a lot worse than I do. And this is coming from somebody whose home burned down. You know, so I think that speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel. When we get into the shorts, we see 2,000 views, even 2,400. I think that one's still moving, actually. And then live streams are frequent on the channel. So he did one a month ago, took a couple weeks off. Last week there was another one. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. But I'm interested to keep up with the building process as well. He's got a nice long video that I've put in my catch-up list there. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Now hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Grinch is in the house. The vampire. Oh, why? I don't want to mispronounce that. Just because it's different characters there. Grinch 1984 is a longtime friend as well. So, let me get to our next channel. Woman Outdoors gifted a membership. Thank you again, Little Ridge Farm Mark. Again, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And then Little Ridge Farm has done that many times, and Woman Outdoors has done things like this many times as well. We always put super chatters and gifted memberships and things like that on the screen right away, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Woman Outdoors is up right now. And thank you, Budgeting Just Because. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. And I'll look forward to hearing from you if you're going to reach out on Instagram or somewhere. Nova Real Show, good to see you in the house. And then Woman Outdoors is going to bring us a compelling channel that brings all 4 seasons in outdoor content more than anything else. Once in a while there'll be some indoor stuff, but she takes us outdoor camping, she takes us out for stories to be told and looks around, as well as product reviews now. And she takes us to some really compelling locations. One of the things that I find most compelling about the channel is the fact that she can bring all 4 seasons. So the sun, the wind, the rain, the extreme heat, the extreme cold, and everything in between. But this creator also has built up an incredible reputation as a supporter to a lot of other creators. I run into her constantly when I'm out trying to support others. So videos are frequent on the channel. She's got some shorts here that have moved into 2,700 views, one of them over 3,900. And then when we get into live streams on the channel, she streams frequently as well, but she's also been a guest on a few other channels. She hops in on StreamYard panels all the time, but she was actually a guest for a dedicated conversation with Just Jason Keto, who we saw not too long ago, Just Jason Keto and more. So you can look that up on his channel as well. She's getting close to 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. And thank you again for that gifted membership. Judy May Collins picked that up. I put them on the wheel right away. I'm sure they'll be happy about that. And we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Good to see you in the house. Cruising Koozies is here. Wheaton Shaw is in the house. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Neil Collects is celebrating a birthday today. So if anybody hasn't already wished him a happy birthday, I hope that you will. Neil Collects actually has an interesting channel that collects a lot more than we see. Usually we see dedicated channels. Most of the channels that we've seen here collecting are either collecting numismatic collectible coins or sports cards or action figures or pop figures and things like that. But Neil Collects does a little bit of everything, almost anything that can be collected, which is really cool. And he streams frequently as well. He's working on 1,200 subscribers right now. He's got a new video, so I'm just going to take this playing card video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up and see what he did in his latest video. Shorts on the channel have gotten into the thousands of views. 3,000, 4,000, well over 5,000 here. And then live streams, like I said, are frequent. I caught him yesterday, but he does a bit of variety, some video gameplay. Sometimes he's hanging out, giving us almost an unboxing or product review video. He was going through some comics. I caught him after he started. I'm not sure if those were sent in or something that he found, but that was kind of cool. So now I think it's time for us to spin the wheel again, so we'll do that. And if anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share, if that makes sense. Black Phoenix, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in there. Another longtime friend who brings us a lot of video gameplay. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is coming up on the screen, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment here. I can't get my copy and paste to work. When you see me shaking my head over here and rolling my eyes, it's because something doesn't want to work the way I want it to work. And if you hang around Tuber Chat long enough, you'll hear me whine and complain about things like that. I know everybody enjoys that. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've been with us frequently lately. Let's see what they've got going on for shorts videos. When we look at the popular tab, we see they've already gotten into 3,000, 3,800, even over 4,100 views. Oh, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Yeah, those roll over every... I don't know if it's actually 30 days. It should be per month, right? It must have been a month ago. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead has 871 subscribers, so we'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 400 she's thinking about. And if you've been here since the beginning of the stream, you know that I mentioned Tiffany from Canadian Family Life, and always when we go through a Tuber Chat live stream, we're going to see her in a lot of other people's thumbnails because she gets involved in a lot of StreamYard panels. And I think that's a wonderfully generous thing to do as well, because you're sharing content on somebody else's channel that they otherwise would not have had, right? You're changing the conversation by being there. So our Georgia Suburban Homestead as well. So they're streaming fairly frequently, about once a week on average. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos here, though, and put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get caught up with them. Playlists can be a great tool for that. That's the catch-up list that I keep talking about that was named by our friend Ghostly Winds from Australia that we saw earlier. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Thank you so much for that membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I'll put you on the wheel right now, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Let's spin, and we'll get another channel ready to go. Panama City is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. So M&T Living and Cooking. Let me see if I can get this for you. Scratch and PPA gave us some instructions a while ago. I copied and pasted those into Nightbot so that I could drop this. Nightbot's got the instructions there. And from what I read or saw from YouTube, you should be able now to set yourself to be able to receive memberships. And then it should roll over to all channels instead of one at a time. Now, that could be mistaken. And I have actually heard about the idea of memberships possibly seeming to only go to people who've never had a membership before. But I can tell you here in Tuber Chat, there have been what I consider a substantial number of memberships, for which I'm grateful over the last couple of years. And while this has happened, it's gone to anyone from people who've been with me for 3 years to people who have been brand new in the chat that day. What I do find is that it seems to go to people who are active in the chat, but that might be just me seeing what I want to see, but it seems like that. And yes, Canadian Family Life is everywhere. Wheaton Shaw cannot receive memberships. Somebody might have said something about that the other day too, about having to have a subscriber number or something like that, but I haven't seen anything official, so I'm not sure about that. And Wheaton Shaw, I thought, had... yeah, 549 should be enough for anything. If you see those, I'll do it one more time here. But if you look at these instructions and just see what it says, whenever you see a gifted membership, you might have to go back and see if you can catch that. It might be too late now. Woman Outdoors gifted a membership quite some time ago. The next time it happens, you just look and you'll see, and I don't want to solicit that stuff. It's absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated, of course. But it's you have to catch it when it happens. So if... you know, I'm sure eventually it'll happen again, but when it does, whether it's here or anywhere else, there's one of those like little 3 button icons in the top right. When that happens, you can see the instruction, or you'll see the Oh, pardon me. I meant to say not instructions, but the procedure or the option. I wonder if I can do something here. Okay, here. I'm going to do one that I've never done before. So we'll keep in mind, I'm only doing it for the tutorial. But there, I'll gift a membership here. And then if you click those 3 dots on the green banner, so let me show you before we talk about VS Speaks Royally. You see this banner that's rolling up in the chat. You click those 3 dots. I thought that was supposed to be it. Is it not doing that anymore? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it changed. Or maybe it's because I can't do it on my own channel. But try clicking those 3 dots and see if that gets you anywhere. And then just please let me know if it doesn't. But that should be the option right there. Kathy Payne picked up that gifted membership. If she's still in the chat, I'll put her on the wheel right away. VS Speaks Royally is here and getting dangerously close to 5,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And this is a creator that brings a specific topic more than anything else, but a lot of variety in their shorts and some in their videos. And we see this in a lot of different channels, as a matter of fact, where they bring a lot of variety in their shorts, even if they have a category or a niche. And then Alfonso Cemento, good to see you in the house. Yeah, it maybe something has changed and they don't allow that. There was supposed to be an option there. But the other thing too, it may not work for anybody who's already a member. So big dude, it might not work for you because you're already a member right now. But I could be mistaken about that. Leela Life My Way says it's not working the way it's supposed to, I believe. I'm going to have to investigate that. Got no dots. Yeah, I'm not sure. Try to click on the green membership gift icon is what Scratch and Pete PA is saying. I know what I can do. Pardon me just for a second while I try something here. I'm going to switch accounts and see if I get any luck that way. No, I can... Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to do it the way it used to do it. I don't know what's up with that. Perhaps there's a setting we got to find. I'll try looking for that maybe during the breaks or before the next Tuber Chat. Yeah, it disappeared now. Before the next Tuber Chat episode then. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. If you're fully monetized, are you supposed to have a membership tab? We don't have it on our channel. So the process of things being added to any channel, whether it's a community tab or whether it's the monetization and things like that, things often come in steps. And it can take many days. Most of the time, I don't see it take longer than a week, but it can take up to 7 days. It used to take 7 days to even get monetized. Oh, that's a possibility, Wheaton Shaw, something I hadn't considered. But I have many accounts, and they're all... I'm just trying to think if I have any experience with that. TuberChat may be under a brand account. So it may be like nested within, because when I started TuberChat, it was at the time they were forcing that. But I have memberships on all of my moderators' channels, for instance, right? And it hasn't been detrimental in that way. Yeah, Alfonso, it used to take a while to get that. Thank you, Just Jason Keto and more. He'll be live, actually. He's doing the like silent streams to pump up watch hours, so anybody can go by and support Just Jason Keto. I know he appreciates it, but he'll also swap playlists for anybody that wants to go over there. If you're leaving that running, maybe I can raid in there again, Jason. Thank you for everything that you do. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And thank you, everybody, for the conversation there. We'll have to get that figured out, right? But this is what I talk about. We learn from creators of all sizes every single day. And let's look at VS Speaks Royally. So I was saying this channel follows a topic more often than anything else, but they bring a lot of variety into their shorts. Some of these have gotten now into the thousands of views, one over 7,200. As you can see. Videos include a lot of talk about the royal family, and there's always a lot going on with the royal family, but VS Speaks Royally has been doing this for a few years now and had a very strong and solid foundation to be able to cover all of this for us and start to really get their channel moving very rapidly now. Part of me, I'm going to talk about the live streams in a second, but I noticed Leela Life My Way just asking about a raid. Raid is a term that we use from Twitch, but here on YouTube it's really supposed to be called live redirect, which is not nearly as fun a word, right? So what we talk about when we raid another channel is that, let's say you have a premiere or a live stream running right now, like we do here in Superchat, right? And we've got quite a few people watching, 33 right now, so thank you everybody. And what will happen is another 2 hours from now, we will end this stream, but it would be unfortunate to just say, okay, see everybody later. And I'll tell you right now, when I started hanging out in live streams on YouTube, because I didn't like them at first. I've been on YouTube for 6 years, but after the first year or so, I started to watch some live streams. And forgive me, that was the inspiration in starting on YouTube. So I've been watching YouTube for 7 or 8 years now. But I wasn't watching a lot of live streams. When I started, one of the things that I noticed was you'd be in a live stream, everybody's talking, having a good time, feels like almost a little get-together or party type idea, and then all of a sudden the host is like, okay, thanks everybody, we'll see you soon. And you're like, okay, what do I do now? You know, and now what Twitch brought over was the idea of being able to send our audience into another live stream or premiere that's going to run right after us. Sometimes you hear about raid parades or love parades and things like that. What that is, when a lot of creators will collaborate during the week, get all of their premieres lined up one after the other, and then raid into other people's stuff. Pete does it all the time. Scratch and Pete PA did it this Tuesday again. I think he gave it to Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, who was in the chat earlier, this time, and he often will raid. He's raided us many times, especially on our music channel and things like that. I try to raid every day or close to it, more often than not anyway, but that's all that is. Forgive my long speech. When you're already running a premiere or live stream and somebody's going right after you, then you can send your audience over there and give them a head start. Usually about a quarter of the people go over. Sometimes as much as a third, but it helps, right? If Tuberchat's still got 30 people watching, when we're finished in 2 hours, we might be able to send 10 people over there, and you can set it to automatically redirect. There's a few settings. It's too complicated for this speech, but you can do that as well, and it helps. Embarkation Nation, good to see you in the house. Silent Silver, good to see you here as well. Hopefully that clarifies the couple things that were asked there. Nancy B. the Scratcher, good to see you in the house as well. And forgive me if I missed anything in the chat. Now, VS Speaks Royally has been a dear friend of a long time. They literally seem to be everywhere all the time supporting others, even with the subscriber numbers growing like crazy on their channel. And Butler Family Farm, thank you for coming in. I'm going to put you on the wheel. VS Speaks Royally is somebody who engages conversation everywhere they go. And you hear me put a lot of focus on that here in Tuberchat. I'm always grateful for it here. It's how we run the wheel. And they engage conversation everywhere that they go. But one of the things you're going to notice in their live streams is a very engaged and vibrant conversation, because they've built up an audience and they do a great job of leading that conversation by staying well versed and up to date on their subject. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there, or when we get there. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. The next channel that's going to be coming up is Follow the Bradleys Fun. They just joined the membership, so I've got them. I had them on the wheel, but then they dropped a super chat. Yes, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Gaming Experience with Kelly, I got to get you on the wheel. I almost missed putting you on there. That's the Bullock Experience with a gaming channel as well. And again, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But after a long time, we will put a... pardon me, after a long period of time, we'll put some more names on the wheel from our chat list. Leela Life My Way, you have a live stream going tonight, right now. Just let me know if that's still going to be on after we're done, and then maybe I'll change my mind there. Carrie Leonard. I don't know why I do that to you all the time. I'm reading too fast. Carrie Leonard. Sorry, Carrie Leonard. I don't know why I'm saying that so incorrectly, because I'm racing. We're going to go on break for 3 minutes. We're going to come back, and we're going to look at Follow the Bradley's Fun. Pardon me, I hit something there. Okay, we'll just come back early. Multi-Hunter 247, good to see you in the house. And, yeah, I don't know what button I pushed there, but it was some kind of a mistake, but that's okay. Marketplace Boutique, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Layla Life My Way, yeah, so we're going to set a raid specifically for Layla Life My Way this Sunday. I had to move around our live streams. I try not to move them once they're set. I know people plan, for which I'm grateful, but I did have to move these ones around. I changed my plans for the weekend. What we'll do is we'll do a Tuber Chat stream on Sunday at the same time as this one. We still got 2 hours to go. And then we'll raid into Layla Life My Way, who is working on some watch hours. She'll be willing to swap playlists too, I'm sure. And did Jewel in the Kitchen come in? I see Mona did what? And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. These Wednesday night live streams, I know we've been doing them consistently for the summer. It's about 9 or 10 weeks now, I think. But they're always unexpected, so I'm grateful to have so many people in the chat today. And then Follow the Bradley's Fun is another channel I'm still getting to know, actually. They just joined the membership right now, so thank you for that. And they dropped a super chat, so thank you for the extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated is what I mean to say. 2,500 subscribers. They bring us Orlando, family, lifestyle, parks, Disney. So let's have a look at what they've got going on for videos. I watched the one from 3 days ago, or ran it. Most people understand I run more videos than I watch, but I try to watch as much as I can as well. And then let me see what you had on your home page there. So I'm going to take this Epcot International Food and Wine video that you've got in the featured position. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list for today. That's another piece of content to watch. One of the things I enjoy about putting channels on the screen here in TuberChat is that over time I get to know the channels, and then over weeks and months I get to know the content. And if you want to connect outside, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. So Alfonso Cemento, as far as I know, we don't have any lawyers in the chat right now. We do have one lawyer friend. You can try reaching out to Lenny the Lawyer Live. He's here occasionally. He's a very busy guy. But I would have a hard time. This is only opinion and not legal anything. But I would have a hard time believing that somebody can come after you for physical injury for a live stream that you did that they were watching. It sounds absolutely ridiculous to me. It actually sounds like trolling, but that's just my opinion without any, without enough information. Destination Fun. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And pardon me. So Follow the Bradley's Fun has got some shorts here, and I just want to see how these are doing. We put a lot of focus on shorts these days, but they've really hit it big with a few of these. Look at this: 14,000, 15, and 17,000. One over 23,000, and one over 104,000. That is a wonderful milestone. Cali King 916 is home in Sacramento. I've got you on the wheel though. And then live streams on this channel are frequent. They seem to be bringing us streams every few days, which is really cool. I've got the notifications on for a couple that are coming up on Friday and Saturday by the look of it. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We've always got notification bells on, but we set notifications for everything we see. And that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Look at that, Cali King 916. As soon as you got home, the wheel of doom has chosen you. And we'll see what they've got going on. They give us a real-world look at Sacramento, California, and they do that through shorts, videos, and live streams. Videos are occasional, but these can be pure random content. So I'm just going to grab your Sunday Scratch. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And let's have a look at the shorts videos here. These involve a lot of random content as well, but some of these are doing well, getting into over 2,000 views, one over 5,000, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel are frequent as well. This creator goes live usually a couple times a week, but literally they're just giving us a look around Sacramento, California, and a chance to get to know them. They've been doing that ever since the beginning. One of the things I noticed about Cali King 916, as soon as they came into the TuberChat family, what I think now is well over a year to maybe even close to a year and a half ago, is that this creator instantly was out everywhere supporting everybody. As soon as I connected with them, or as soon as they connected with us here, I saw them everywhere, and I'm always happy to see that. That's really cool. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Hey, we never know, right? There's a winning the lottery aspect to shorts always, but it's great that you hit one. And, you know, hopefully that helps to carry a little bit in the algorithm as well. Marketplace Boutique, I've got you on the wheel. I'm going to spin. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Brown Girl Bella is going to give us a chance to get Bellafied. There's something about this particular creator. Now, she has been a dear friend for what's getting beyond 3.5 years, as a matter of fact. She's been with me since long before TuberChat was even a thought, and is inspirational in its creation, actually. Astro Clone Wolf, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Brown Girl Bella is now over 5,300 subscribers, and you know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. Now, she's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And we see that this creator's got a lot of members-only content right away. One of the things that I like talking about with Brown Girl Bella is her sense of independence and her branding. So ever since the very beginning, when I met her, she was already at this, but she has always had this idea of getting Bellified, right, on her channel. What I say independence, what I'm talking about is that Brown Girl Bella is incredibly supportive, and you'll find her in a lot of other communities supporting them, but she puts a ton of focus on her community and making you feel like you are really a part of something, even more so than typically what we see on YouTube. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. She's got a couple of series of live streams. She does product reviews, a lot of get ready with me type videos, a lot of interviews and StreamYard panels. Her live streams include Sunday Sips and Bella After Dark, which is on Thursday nights. The conversation there can get a little bit more what we would expect from a late night live stream. Sunday Sips can go just about anywhere. But Brown Girl Bella has been perfectly consistent over all of this time. She cares very much about her YouTube community. And like I said, this creator's been with me over 3.5 years. She's been with TuberChat from the beginning, and after 600 episodes is still coming back to support other creators. So we see that her shorts have gotten into 1,300, 1,800, even 2,400 views, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. I know you will. So let's spin the wheel again, and we'll see who's coming up next. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. You know what happened today? Marketplace Boutique, by the way. Oh, look at this. They just happened to be coming up when I was about to tell a story, actually. So I mention it because of this channel. They're going to help us with eBay in particular, but I'll show you that in a moment. When my full-time gig, half of my full-time gig is either running YouTube channels or doing other social media-based work for others, right? And part of that is running an eBay store. I do a tiny amount of eBay for myself, but I have literally listed thousands of things and shipped well over 1,000 things. We had something happen this week that's never happened before. So the eBay store that I help with had some sinks, like a kitchen sink or bathroom sink, right? And these are things that are usually found at auctions or in storage lockers and things like that. Anyway, we had 2 of these sinks, and somebody ordered both of them. So we went to send them. I was the one who shipped it, but what I did was I just literally took the 2 boxes, taped them together, measured, weighed, put a sticker on it, and let it go. Didn't they stop it and say, oh, you can't ship 2 packages at once? And I'm thinking to myself, hey, if I'd have just wrapped it all, what we use actually is flooring paper. It's hard to describe, but it's a really thick kind of almost construction paper, just brown stuff. It's things that like painters would put on the floor to not damage things while they're working and things like that, right? But anyway, we use this stuff to wrap a lot of packages, and then we surround it with all of that saran wrap like stuff. I forget what they call that, the shipping saran wrap-ish stuff, and then we duct tape it all the way around. So I promise you, when I ship, it is waterproof, and anybody who's received a package from me can attest to that. It's I think Tiffany said that hers was Tiffany proof as well. She won one of the giveaways from our 600th episode, and it takes a second to get into a package after I wrap it. But I thought I'd share that story because Marketplace Boutique will probably either laugh or say, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Warmstrong Adventures, thank you so much for the super chat. Forgive me, I know that they did a fantastic promotion. It's just a simple image, but there was something about the way that you worded the Facebook promotion. I happen to be connected to Warmstrong Adventures on Facebook, and they did a promo for a live stream that they did earlier tonight. I think it was at 7 p.m. And it was how to take better photos on a cruise. And forgive me, because they put it a better way than that. I think they said like 10 tips for taking better photos before your next cruise. And I thought that was really well done as a promotion. So it's just a thought, but hey, it matters, right? These kind of things really matter. I care very much about that stuff. Six Bows is back. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me for not making it there, Warmstrong Adventures. I also see that there's a bit more action in the chat. Leila Life My Way just became a member again, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Professional Paranormal Research is also gifting a membership. They've done that many times before. And that gifted membership has gone to Charlene Heel. And I think she's still in the chat as well. So I'm going to put her on the wheel. I just got to get my ducks in a row here. Wormstrong Adventures will come up on the screen next because they dropped that super chat. Professional Paranormal Research will come up because we're treating gifted memberships like super chats. And then Layla Life My Way's been added to the wheel. Oh, so Charlene Heel, yes, the heart and things are called live reactions. It's a really weird name for that to be called. I mean, I wish YouTube would just start picking things that are not confusing for everybody. But it's called live reactions, and when you set up, I believe, a premiere or a live stream, you'll have a checkbox now that says allow live reactions. That's what those are, and it gives people a chance to give you either the heart or the 100 or the other emojis there. Just something they added not too long ago. Forgive me if I missed anybody in the chat. Thank you, Leila Life My Way. Thank you. Neil Collects, what we were talking about earlier was when somebody gifts a membership, if you're able to make yourself eligible to receive gifted memberships, but it looks like YouTube has changed that system, so I'm going to have to look into it and try to find an answer for the weekend. It's possible, yes. Tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by. But I'll tell you this, in years now, in several years, and I promise you it's well over 1,000 packages. I should look at how many it is, actually. 1,000 packages I've sent, not one has ever come back to being misweighed or being missized. And I had never done it before. The first package I ever shipped was with the store for which I work and help with. And then thank you so much, Scratching Wolf. I'm going to put your channel onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. Yeah, big dude. There's a lot of glitching going on YouTube the last little while. Today there's an uproar because there are subscribers that seem to have been lost in abundance. But I promise everybody, you'll have to forgive me because we've been through this so many times now that the best thing I can do is just say, I promise you, it's just a glitch or a purge. YouTube does this every 3 or 4 months. It's going to happen again. It's happened a million times before. It always sends everybody into disarray. But we don't want to focus on the numbers too much. It's nice to watch them grow. They can help you set goals and track your progress. But staring at them all the time, I promise you, is just going to drive you bonkers. I would love everybody to look at the analytics as much as you can stand. But when it becomes multiple times a day, it might be doing a little more harm than good sometimes. But there's a lot going on. There's been, even I the other day was getting try again errors. A lot of messages were not going through in the chats, and I'd have to refresh and things like that. So it happens all the time. The other thing is YouTube's so big, they have server farms all over the world. It's very possible that things happen to a group of people at a time. right? It doesn't have to be geographically based, but whoever's running off that server at the moment. Just an idea, not saying I'm right. And that happens all the time as well. The chat goes blank and then it comes back after a few seconds. So it's just an idea. Thank you, Six Poses back. I always have a great time in her live stream. She is one of the most energetic creators on YouTube. I don't know how she does it. But I always have a good time. I try to catch her when I can. Alfonso, it's different for us in Canada. Canada doesn't have some of the benefits that the United States does. As a matter of fact, as far as I understand, we have one of the worst situations when it comes to the cost of shipping. So, for instance, in the United States, and forgive me because I had not heard of what you're talking about, but in the United States, my understanding is they have media mail, and that can include things like CDs, DVDs, magazines, vinyl records. I'm not sure about books, maybe, and you can send those to each other at a fraction of what it would cost to send anything else of the same weight or size. But in Canada, we don't have it at all. And shipping anything across the border is out of control. Pete only happens to be like minutes away from me. I split my time between Toronto and Niagara Falls. But being a fellow Canadian, even if I want to ship something to him in the next city over, it is still going to cost at least $10 Canadian. It's almost impossible to send something for even under $10 and really difficult to get much under $20. Patrick Hollett and other fellow Canadians in the house as well. Yeah, no, you're right. Together we travel. Thank you so much for that. Yes, because if anybody sees me make a mistake, by all means, please give me a nudge. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody. Most of you know that when I go off on tangents talking like this for a long period of time, it's possible to forget or overlook anything. Warmstrong Adventures sent a super chat a little bit earlier. I've got them next up, and then Professional Paranormal Research will be coming up right after that. And then, yeah, that can happen. Carrie Leonard is saying that they had to pay to have a box sent to them. That's very possible. And one of the things that happens when we think about shipping things across the border is duty. You can imagine, forgive me, one more story, but Marketplace Boutique will appreciate this. I was quite young, in my opinion, at the time, and would have been 19, 20 years old. And I had ordered something, probably out of a magazine from the United States. It wasn't my first time ever ordering. We used to order out of the Toys R Us advertisements in the comic books. And I guess I used to get these special edition G.I. Joe figures. It would take months to come and stuff like that. But that was something that we did when we were kids. And, you know, they'd be like $5. But when I became about 19 or 20, I started to get into DJing, and I was a DJ for a very long time after that. But in my very beginning, when I was collecting records, I found a company that would sell a lot of stuff from the States. And I think even in 1990-ish, 91, 92, I ordered $450 worth of records from the United States. And I'm in Canada, like I grew up in Toronto. I didn't know about duty. I didn't know that existed. And I didn't know what it was, so I got a call from the border. And they said, hey, guess what? You owe us $75. And I'm like, oh my God. It's already a fortune, right? Canadian money is only about 70% of the value of American money, and it has been for decades on and off. But still, we're talking $300 or more, and then getting hit with another $50 American, you can imagine, right? So that was a lesson learned. And I've had another couple of things regarding duty that have taught me a couple of things. The reason why I tell these stories right now, more so than the fact that I just like to talk, as everybody knows, is that Marketplace Boutique is going to help us with some of this stuff. If you're thinking about another stream of income, this is almost, I'll slide my way towards a almost recommendation because I do a lot of eBay work now, right? So, one of the things that Marketplace Boutique is going to help us with is the idea of how to find things that will, we can buy low, hopefully sell for a profit, and they'll specifically help us with some eBay ideas and the fundamentals of shipping on eBay and things like that. So I can tell you right now that I think it's a great extra stream of income for almost anyone, because it's faster and easier than ever to list things on eBay, and it's very fast and easy to ship things. Once you've done it once, it's like riding a bike. You know how to do it, you're going to know forever. And then, Alfonso Cemento, thank you for that. Yeah, no, I hadn't seen that before, but that's interesting. Yeah, it seems like it, Leela Life My Way. So Marketplace Boutique is going to help us with the ideas of where to find things, what kind of things they have found success selling. And this comes from, I read their About page, this comes from the idea that they were working in law and looking for a career change that would help them be able to stay home more. And so eBay is an idea. They might get into much more than eBay itself as far as buying and selling, but they do have a lot. Even the latest video is talking about things that will sell for thousands on eBay, right? And that might give some inspiration. And they'll help us with the fundamentals. They've got some shorts on the channel, and like we often see, they've got lots of variety here, but these have started to get into the thousands of views too. 2,100, 22, and even 2,400, one over 8,000. Which is great. And then videos are frequent on the channel. They seem to be putting these out usually at least once a week, if not twice a week. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Yeah, there was one that I saw. Oh, this was it. The World War II, the letter. This is really cool. Sometimes you find things when you're looking for stuff you can sell, or like in my experience, a little bit of like, the TV show Storage Wars. You can buy a locker. You can like auction and bid on a locker if somebody's been locked out of it and this and that. And then you can see what's in there. And there's always interesting stuff. I mean, once in a while you'll get a lemon and find a bunch of garbage. But more often than anything else, people are paying to store things of value. So that can be helpful. But this was really cool because she found a letter, and it's interesting to see how they were communicating back then. So that's just an idea because I caught that video the other day. I watched that one. Marketplace Boutique has 310 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 we know they're thinking about. So that was a bit of a long speech. Warmstrong Adventures is going to come up next. I am going to go for another 3.5 minutes, so forgive me for that. I know this was a little bit long-winded. We'll start moving it for the second half of the stream when we get back. We still got an hour and a half to go. And Leela Life My Way is making me laugh in the chat because I agree. And Warmstrong Adventures is coming up next. Professional Paranormal Research. We'll be right after them. We'll be back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Wormstrong Adventures. He did a live stream earlier. I was sorry to have missed that because I mentioned the idea that he'd done a great social media post on Facebook. It's just, it was well worded, it was very clever, and it literally caught my eye. So let me just take video. Let's see what he's done for videos. Let me take your most popular video on the front page here. Carnival Spirit Cabin 5154. I'm going to take this one, an obstructed view balcony. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up. Playlist can be a great tool for that. And here's the live streams. So, oh, is this a different one than I was talking about? Oh, no, here it is. Okay, forgive me. I was mistaken. It's for tomorrow. Okay, so, and forgive me if you were telling me that, Wormstrong Adventures. So, the video that I'm talking about, for which he did the great promotion that I'm talking about, it's for tomorrow, actually, at 5 p.m. Eastern. I don't imagine I can catch that either, actually, because there's a chance, but I have a feeling I'm not going to have an early end to the workday tomorrow. But I've got the notification on because we set notifications for everything that we see, even if we have the notification bell on. This is another great one. So Wormstrong Adventures is putting a lot of thought into themes for the conversation in these live streams. So, like, are you safe on a cruise ship? Is your next cruise ship vacation really as safe as you think? So, an interesting title, but this one too, do this before taking a first-timer on a cruise. So this is a really cool idea. And then, of course, for tomorrow, get great photos on your next cruise with these simple tips. Now, what's interesting about this more than anything else is because he has, or what I think is that he has focused this on the cruising content that is typical for his channel. But if anybody read the title of this video, they would see, or live stream, they would see that they will likely be able to get value out of this, because I'll bet that the tips that he's going to talk about are probably going to be able to translate outside of being on a cruise ship, but expertly done. That was, I just think that was a great promotion. So, 1,240 subscribers or so right now. We'd love to push him towards the 1,300 he's thinking about. He has monetized lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Wormstrong Adventures is found everywhere. As I dig through other channels here in the Superchat family, you're going to find him in a lot of thumbnails on StreamYard panels and things like that. And he's got some shorts that have really done well also, with 5,000, 6,000, and even 6,500 views on a couple of them, which is great. And then hopefully everybody will connect with him. He has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. Thank you for the super chat again. I really do appreciate that. He's done that before. And Professional Paranormal Research is coming up right now because they dropped a gifted membership. I think Charlene Heel picked that up. I'm not sure if she's still in the chat. If Charlene Heel is still here with one of her 2 channels, just please make sure that I know. I'll put you on the wheel right away. She's got 2 channels, that's why. And there you go, yes, Embarkation Nation. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Professional Paranormal Research is going to deal with paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. About 3 years ago, we had an influx of paranormal-based channels coming into the Tuber Chat family, and so much so, actually, that I've actually been out on a few paranormal investigations with a couple of creators, Reckless Adventures and Huntophobia. And Professional Paranormal Research is bringing us videos frequently, so it looks like a little bit more than once a week. But they've also got some shorts on the channel. They've just started, but one of these already got 2,400. And then live streams on the channel are frequent as well. So even more frequent than videos at times. They've got a couple more that are coming up. One in a few days, one about a week from now. And I've got notifications on for them, of course. We always put notifications on for everything we see, and the notification bell, in the hope of catching content from everybody as much as possible. and in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. They're getting very close to 2,000 subscribers. They're officially on the road. We always say you're on a road when you have hit a 100 milestone. And since they've passed 1,900, long past, they're on the road to 2,000. And then, Kat Lynn, thank you for that. Did I not put you on the wheel? I may not have. Thank you, Butler Family Farm. So Gaming Experience with Kelly is coming up right now because they were just chosen by the wheel. I've got to get Kat Lynn on there, so I'm going to get them in their place. And it was really cool. Yeah, anybody can choose not to monetize if they don't want to, of course. Butler Family Farm, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that before many times, and I'm going to put them up on the screen next for that reason, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. What I still have to go through all my footage, and I have a laundry list of things that still need to be done. Charlene Heel, I'm going to put you on the wheel right now. I was wondering if you were still here. She's got 2 channels. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is her other channel. Forgive me, I know I'm dancing between a million things here. When I went out on those paranormal investigations, we filmed, and what I would do is like wear a GoPro. I put that chesty thing on and like wear the GoPro so you can see everything. And I did one behind the scenes video, and I'm hoping to go back over the footage and see if I can scrape together 2 more. But I was interested to know afterwards that Huntophobia does a really professional job. It's much more like a television show than it is a typical YouTube video. It's done in the same format as a reality show, but very professional. So I was happy to be a part of that. He had credits rolling at the end and all this, and it was great. But I have a behind the scenes there. Butler Family Farm is coming up, and we've got Gaming Experience with Kelly on the screen right now. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve has just come in, and Lulu's Treasure Trove. It's good to see you here again. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Gaming Experience with Kelly is a second channel, actually, for the Bullock Experience. Kelly Bullock is the host, of course, of both channels. Got a couple of shorts videos here. Videos have started with a mix of different gameplay, and the live streams are doing the same thing. I've caught them a few times now, but hopefully I'll catch them again soon. 43 subscribers on this second channel, but I'm going to show you the Bullock Experience. And he's been a friend of a long time now. I think that's even getting on 1.5 years. The Bullock Experience has been with us for quite a while. Pardon me. He's got a couple of live streams coming up the next couple of Wednesdays. And then when we look at videos on this channel, I see that he's got a brand new video. I think I shared this out, but I haven't watched it yet. I mentioned that about a couple creators today. Monetize, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He's working on 1,300 subscribers over here. It's fishing first on this channel, and some of these shorts have gotten into 2,600, 2,800, even 3,200. And beyond. And then live streams on the channel seem to be every Wednesday, almost without fail. And of course it's fishing first. Sometimes he takes us out actually fishing while he's streaming, which is cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And he's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Butler Family Farm is coming up right now with 116 acres of homesteading goodness on their farm. They've recently added bees into the mix, but they got quite a bit of livestock over there. Hand-me-down Outdoors, good to see you in the house from Illinois. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Pardon me, because I'm just looking at something on Bottissimo here. It's not doing something that I want it to do lately. All day today it seems to not. I know I tried to slow down the robots a little bit because they tend to be like kind of all over us. but they don't see. It doesn't seem to be welcoming new users in the chat. I've just turned it off, and I'm going to turn it back on. It's not detrimental to the stream, but it's something that we wish would be happening. Word up, Cabaret Gaming. Good to see you in the house. That's a longtime friend as well. They've been with us for about 3 years. And forgive me. So Butler Family Farm. When we look at their channel, we see they're getting close to 1,900 subscribers. Now, these creators really make themselves a part of the YouTube community. They head out to a lot of the, meetups, like the Ozarks meetup that they've got on their live stream page, and then the Mid-America meetup from earlier in the summer. I was lucky to catch that. They streamed a lot of this and introduced us to many of 80 different channels that had met up all together. Lots of StreamYard panels on this channel as well, and you see them collaborating with others also. But a monetization celebration now is coming up just in days. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so it'll be Saturday at 2 p.m. Forgive me, I had to move my my streams around. I'm just gonna fire off Siri and hopefully not get everybody's Siri going for a second here. Pardon me just for one moment.
I added Butler Family Farm for Saturday 1:55 p.m.
I didn't want to say it because I know I'll set off I might set off a couple of series. I've got a reminder there. I know that I'm going to be out at the time that their monetization celebration comes on, but I don't want to miss that, so I'm going to make sure that I get in there. Thank you for the shares, by the way, everybody. Oh, Big Dude, I'm seeing most of what you're saying. Sometimes specific words get deleted because I have put way too many things into our banned words list, so that could be a part of it. Pardon me, Butler Family Farm. So, 1,900 subscribers, almost. They're getting very close. They've got some shorts videos here that have really done well, getting into well over 3,000 views, 3,300, even 4,300. And then when we look at the videos on the channel, these can be indoors, these can be outdoors, lots of typical homesteading type content. And product reviews we see here. A lot of chance to get to know them. And a lot of look around the farm, actually. They did something with the animals the other day. What were you doing with the animals that I caught? I thought maybe it was it a live stream? I can't remember. No, I thought it was something. Okay, forgive me. Anyway, between the different content on the channel, they have got a lot of different things to see. So they got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, and some pets. They got cats and dogs. And then they could be taking us on adventures. They might be bowling or woodworking, engaging in fiber crafts, blacksmithing, gaming, as well as gardening and traveling. So hopefully everybody will catch them for that monetization celebration on Saturday. And I'll be looking forward to that for sure. But thank you for another super chat. They've done that countless times. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And they took over our stream boss position. That's something I haven't been watching. The stream boss is something that is affected by every super chat and membership, and the last person to knock them out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a little while. Big Dude is coming up right now. We're actually going to look at two channels here. One of the biggest complaints I get on YouTube and have in the last 6 years is why is it so difficult for to get our friends and, our in real life friends and family members to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online who are willing to do it easily. And it makes it that much extra special when we do find in real life friends and family members that are supporting each other wholeheartedly. So a little while ago, Big Dude introduced us to his cousin, Kokomojo13, who's also in the chat with us today. And they're always never far behind each other. They bring similar content on their channels, and they want to inspire us in a spiritual way with a lot of Bible study between both of these creators. Once in a while, they're just giving us a look around. Here's Big Dude with some shorts videos. Some of these are public figures and celebrities, so we'll have to keep an eye on those, but they've gotten into the thousands of views. I'm just going to take your latest shout out Wednesday, put that in my catch-up list. These videos are quite short, but we'll have a look at that anyway. And live streams are frequent on the channel for both of these creators. They do a lot of Bible study in their live streams and are extremely passionate as well. Kokomojo13 is Big Dude's cousin. And these creators, as you can see, are found together. And I always think it's great when we see creators that are in real life friends and family members supporting each other in the ways that I'm talking about. So 82 subscribers for Kokomojo13. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that first 100. They've got some shorts here that have gotten over 500 views now as the most popular one. Hopefully we can keep that growing for them. And then live streams. Hopefully I'm going to catch you and Big Dude again for some live streams. They do a lot of Bible study, both of them, and they seem to be doing them very frequently. Videos are a little more sporadic for Kokomojo13, but we've always got the notification bell on for every creator as well. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen. And Coastal Water will come up right now. She was here at the beginning of the stream. I'm not sure if she's still with us, but her and her husband are another story similar in what I just had spoken about, meaning that in real life friends and family members is always a heartwarming thing for me to see when they're supporting each other the way that these creators are. So Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman, who we'll see in a moment with a new avatar, by the way, are a husband and wife combo, and there's a lot of family togetherness on their channel. They bring us similar content. So Coastal Water could be bringing us product reviews. They might be doing a Happy Meal or shout out video. They might be taking us out on an adventure, or they could be cooking. They often do these cooking with Coastal live streams or videos. Shorts on the channel are pure variety, and these have started to get into 2,500, even 3,400 views. When we look at live streams, we see Cooking with Coastal, and this is one of her 2 series. And then as well, occasionally she'll do something different, but she also has a lot of these car confessions, and these are ride-along live streams where she will take us about her day, and you'll often find Backlash Fisherman with her, and like I said, a lot of family togetherness there. If I dig through the rollovers long enough, we see his shoulder. Anyway, that's Backlash Fisherman. So let's go over to his channel and see what he's doing over there. She's got 1,600 subscribers coming up anytime now. Child, please, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Backlash Fisherman now with a brand new avatar. That's a great looking avatar. Almost 1,500 subscribers here. This is a first responder. He takes us on his travels. He has gotten into 2,500, 3,100, 3,800 views on the shorts videos. Videos here are usually fishing first, and he can be taking us either out on the water or at the side and showing us lots of different types of fishing. And then when we get into live streams, he is on frequently. So he's got Cooking with Backlash as an idea now, and this is what I mean. Similar content to his wife Coastal Water. Ride-along live streams from Backlash Fisherman, and I've hung out with him on these many times before. If we dig through his thumbnails far enough, we'll find Coastal Water in a couple of these. But as well, he's got another series called Hobby Hangout, and he's often got StreamYard panels, sometimes with familiar faces, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will connect with both of these creators. They've both been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for a long time. Oh, and then thank you, Child, please. Yeah, I saw you. I thought you were here with us the other day. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Maybe I saw you outside, but I thought you were here. Layla Life My Way is coming up right now, and then Vay's Place needs to get added to the wheel. So we'll do that right away. We've still got an hour to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Now, I know I've been talking a lot, especially earlier in the stream, so I'll try to start racing through channels pretty soon. Layla Life My Way has got a silent live stream going on. She's just trying to pump up some watch hours there. Now, Layla Life My Way started by bringing us to a lot of garden centers for almost shopping type trips, and has started to expand the content actually. So Re-Rock with Music Walk compilation. I'm going to take this video, I'm going to put it into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, by the way, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. This is interesting. Air fryer sticky chicken. That's interesting. I don't know if I've seen it quite done any way like that before, but I'm always interested to see things like this. I got Kristen a air fryer a while back, and we've been together long enough now. I can't remember which gift is for which occasion, if they're between birthdays, Valentine's Days, and Christmas and things like that. But as far as I understand, she uses it all the time. I have to split my time between Toronto and Niagara Falls, but when I'm there, we've used it, and even I like it. She did croissants in the air fryer the other day, and they come out just out of control. Because the air fryer's capable of cooking in a way that's different from everything else. Most of you who have one don't need me to tell you that, but if an air fryer is anybody's thinking about as an idea, it is highly recommended. Because it's also something that had been great for the summer, or if you're in a hotter climate, because it doesn't fire up the heat through the house like the oven does, but the stuff comes out much more like you would expect from an oven than from, any kind of frying or anything else. So it's just an idea, but you'll see that from a lot of creators. Lots of people here in the Superchat family make videos about air fryers. We saw an influx of unboxing videos for air fryers about a year ago. Layla Life My Way has got some shorts as well that are really performing, 1100, 1300, 1400, and then live streams as well are frequent. Now, like I said, she's just working on watch hours right now, but we'll be looking forward to some more live streams. She tried one of these StreamYard panels a while ago. We'll see if she's going to do some more of that. 754 subscribers right now. We'd love to have her pushed a little bit farther towards the 800 we know she must be thinking about. Chocolate Drop, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And we'll get your channel onto the wheel right now. Child Please likes their air fryer as well. Controversial Cruising is coming up right now. I'm going to get their channel ready to go. We got quite a list here. So, Child Please, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. And Controversial Cruising is a channel I'm just getting to know. Now, they've done a couple of collaborations here with Warmstrong Adventures. If you look in Warmstrong Adventures channel, you'll actually see the latest live stream was with Controversial Cruising. If I'm right. I think I'm right about that. Yeah, I think this one here, do this before taking a first timer on a cruise. So they must have simulcast this tonight. And that was not the one I was looking for from Warmstrong Adventures, but there's another one coming up now, live stream from Controversial Cruising tomorrow. Looks like that's going to be right after Warmstrong Adventures as well. So they do these live streams frequently, as you can see, a couple of times a week as a minimum. When we get into shorts videos on the channel, some of these have really moved. 6,000, 6,400, 7,100. Looks like they're using a lot of CapCut type filters and things like that. So it's great to see those moving. 330 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And then Let's look at their latest video, Carnival Luminosa, Alaska Cruise, Tacos, and Burrito Bar Breakfast of Champions, or maybe not. I'll take that and I'll put that in my catch-up list, and I'll have a look at that video and see what you've come up with there. Controversial Cruising is going to talk to us about all the aspects of cruising, including ship tours, room tours, and talk about the different types of excursions and amenities. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I'm enjoying getting to know the channel. I'm looking forward to getting to know much more. And let's spin the wheel prematurely here. Slim Jim Longfoot, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by. Will come up in a moment. But child, please drop the super chat so I can put them on the screen right away. And we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Child Please is a longtime friend, actually, and somebody who has now become reactive in the Tuber Chat family. So, over 3,000 subscribers, which is great to see. I see them out supporting other creators all the time. They've been a loyal and dedicated supporter from the beginning. I've even lost track of how long. It's probably been 2 to 3 years, I think. When we look at this creator's content, I see they've got some new videos. I'm just going to take your Love is Blind video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to see a new piece of content. And then they've got some shorts videos. And some of these have really popped into 14,000, 19,000, 3,200, and one breakout shorts over 663,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams are coming up, and we'll see what this creator's been doing. So 9 months ago, they were doing some live streams, and up until then. And then it looks like they've started to pick up again over the last couple of days, which is great. So I've got my notification bell on for every channel, and then hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again soon. So thank you again for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And we always put super chatters on the screen right away, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. I did spin prematurely, so Tend the Sheep Where You Are is the next channel we're going to look at. Tend the Sheep Where You Are, don't pass them by. Paul's Green Space has come in. I've got them on the wheel now because they happen to be a member also. And, almost 2 years. Okay, forgive me. I start to lose track. Hopefully everybody takes inspiration from that, how long some of these friendships have been. And they'll give you an idea on their About page of what we can expect on the channel. So, let's go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back and look at Tend the Sheep Where You Are, don't pass them by. Vay's Place says that they just got back with a peanut butter and honey sandwich. I have not had one of those in as long as I can remember. But when I was a young lad, my grandmother would have me give me some of those. I don't remember at what age or how often, but I remember it clearly. So interesting. And the Servant David Show, good to see you in the house. Corinne's Life is here. I've got them coming onto the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Members always get added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Corinne's Life is also a moderator, obviously. Oh, pardon me. Tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by is actually a longtime friend. And this is somebody who will inspire us in a spiritual way. They post frequently. They reset and restarted their channel not too long ago. And, oh, there's the Stock Explorer right there. I just want to talk about something with them for a quick second. I just got a message. Shorts videos on Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By are frequent and already starting to move. We can see one of them over 1,200 views. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they're posting frequently here as well. So it's been about a month, but I'm sure they're going to pick that right back up. This was Kitty Mom Adventures. She's just reset and restarted the channel. And this is a new video. So I've got this video in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. This is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter with 122 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 200 she's thinking about. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go, right? Yes. And I'm going to start trying to move through channels. We really got to move it. I must have been talking much more than I thought I was. The Stock Explorer, I just got a message from Crocheting with Leanne, I think, right? And I think that, yes, the Stock Explorer is going to be interviewed by them tomorrow, if I understood right. So that's cool. I'm always happy to see creators collaborate. And hopefully everybody will catch that. Oh, whose chance am I ripping off right now? Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. They wouldn't have liked that. Pardon me, because I spun the wheel. So Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is coming up right now. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody would like to swap playlists for the purpose of changing or exchanging watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are in the monetization process right now. But sometimes when creators get monetized, it can take still a few days, maybe even up to a week, for things to roll out. So, for instance, you know, you're added to the YouTube Partner Program. You have opportunities to talk to YouTube's technical support. You have access to fan funding, which includes super chats, super stickers, super thanks, I believe, and memberships, and then possibly shopping as well. But they may not all show up in one day. It used to take a week to get monetized. So things have really sped up, and we find it happening within days now. And I'm sure that if something's missing, it'll show up right away. Now, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are getting close to 3,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're here with us every day, for which I'm grateful. I see them out supporting other creators and hopping in on other StreamYard panels all the time. Mike happens to be a travel agent, so we've got a series of travel talk videos on the channel now. I'm going to take the latest one and put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. Shorts on this channel have gotten into even 2,300 views and beyond for many of them. It's a family vlogging channel, so they could be indoors, they could be outdoors, they could be giving us a chance to get to know them. They might be doing a product review or shout out video, or giving us a chance to get to know them. They also do a lot of live streaming. Sunday Fun is a series that they do every single week, and like I said, they hop in on a lot of other StreamYard panels as well, so hopefully everybody will check those out. Rihanna's Life Adventures is a second channel that they've started, so we can get a chance to get to know Rihanna a little bit better. She's got a few shorts here, but she's also got some more videos in the same family vlogging style that we're used to from Mike and Rihanna's adventures, and then live streams as well, and I've been lucky enough to catch them for a few of these. We'll see if she's going to pick those back up. Let's spin the wheel. Oh, tend the sheep where you are. Yeah, the phone might... Now, to be honest with you, pardon me while I trip over my own words here, I don't use the phone as much as anybody might probably think that I do when it comes to YouTube, because I work on a computer every single day, and so I'm on the computer 99% of the time when it comes to YouTube. So some of the features that are not available on a phone, I'm not surprised, but I'm also not as familiar with, just from not using it myself. But you can't always see when people subscribe to your channel either, because people can put subscriptions private, I believe. So it may not show up every single person that subscribes to your channel. If somebody has all their settings public, then you can see a list in your YouTube Studio dashboard on a computer. And then thank you, M&T Living and Cooking. I do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here every day. Kat Lynn is here with 747 subscribers. This creator is going to bring us oracle readings. This can give us an idea as to what's been going on in our life, what might be happening now, and what might be to come. And they post every single day, I believe. I've just taken their latest video. Oh, forgive me, it's 7 days ago. I'm surprised I didn't put that in my catch-up list the other day. I thought they were going every day. Pretty close to it, so we'll see if they're going to pick those back up. I've got their latest video to catch up with. And this creator as well has got a few shorts. These have gotten into 1,400, even 1,500 views. And they're posting frequently there as well. I know I've seen some new shorts come out from them. Live streams are something that happens occasionally, so we'll see if they're going to pick those back up as well. And like I said, we'd love to push them towards the 800 subscribers that they're thinking of. I thought I just caught you. Maybe was this a premiere? I don't think so. When did I catch you? Was it that long ago, 4 weeks, or was that a premiere and I'm not thinking about it straight? But that's okay. Kat Lynn has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Oh, door dashing as well. Those kind of things can be a great different type of income stream. We didn't have, you know, you don't need me to tell you this, but that kind of idea for a part-time gig wasn't available. I started working when I was very young, and I would just pick up a job whenever I felt like it. If I was bored on Saturday, I'd just go like work at Wendy's. I literally worked at Wendy's for half a shift and then walked out. But I would have jobs all the time. Because I somehow like to keep my plate full all the time. But there was no such thing as like what you could do there, where you could, you know, if you're door dashing or doing Skip or doing Lyft or doing Uber, any of those things, there's lots of those companies now, but you can just clock on and clock off whenever you want. I know some cities have restrictions on times, right? So for instance, like Uber and things like that might not be available at certain times of the day. I don't know about DoorDash and Skip if you could be delivering snacks in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. and things like that. But for the most part, during the basic, you know, 12 to 16 hours a day, I think it's a great idea to be able to just pick up, say, I'm going to go do a little bit of this, and when you're done, you're done. yeah, the flexibility is out of control. Yeah, Slim Jim Longfoot today is overwhelmingly busy. I wouldn't have expected it quite this much. So one of the reasons that we don't drop links here, by the way, so Vase Place and for anybody that's thinking about it, we don't drop links here in Tuber Chat for a couple of reasons. There are a couple that will come out for gold members that get them dropped automatically by Nightbot. If we really have a hard time finding somebody, occasionally I'll drop one or ask a mod. But we really help each other when we search, find, and click for each other. So everybody's channel name, if we just type that out or copy and paste it, we'll be able to find them fairly easily. You can use filters and quotes and things like that. But the channels who are hardest to find are the ones who need our help the most. And the more we search, find, and click on each other, the more we're going to rise up the search results and then become easier to find over time when YouTube does a better job of predicting when we're looking for each other's channels. So we always insist everybody search, find, and click unless we have a channel that's so difficult to find. But we see it here. So for those of you who've been with Tuber Chat for a long period of time, some of the creators that you've seen that were here for many months, let's just say, or even longer, you remember the days where their channels were like halfway down my search list, because my search list will be different than yours. Some of it's based on geographics, but we see over time that they rise higher and higher and higher. Eventually, everybody becomes number one for their name. Here in the Tuber Chat family anyway, it seems everywhere. After you get to about 800 subscribers, it could be even earlier now, unless your channel is so... your name is so short and popular. Like, for instance, Emotion is a dear friend, and that is somebody with a name that's short and a popular word. So even to this day, he's got over 3,000 subscribers and still doesn't quite come up number one. So he will eventually, but this is why we do that and why I put so much focus on it as a part of the reason, just for transparency, right? It's a part of it. So, the Stock Explorer is up here right now. This is Nora. She's a dear friend. This is somebody who's here as a member and a moderator. What they seek to do on their channel is bring us the stock market and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics. They do that with shorts, videos, and live streams, and they post frequently. They're live streaming almost, well, I would like to say every day, but at least every few days. But they're also out supporting other creators as often as they can, and they've got guests coming on StreamYard panels all the time. They've been doing some lottery ticket scratching lately just to bring some fun to the channel, but there's a lot of friendly conversation. Sometimes there are charts and graphs for us to see. Sometimes most often they've got product in hand. I've seen them go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product from the company, and then unbox that product and open it on a live stream. Let's look at the shorts on the channel. Lots of variety here, but these have gotten into 36 and even 5,700 views. I think that one's still moving. And then videos bring a bit of variety as well, but a lot of stock talk. It's interesting because you can go back and see some of the things that they've talked about from a while back. Live streams, like I said, are frequent, and they've always got different people coming on. Nora will hop in on other StreamYard panels as well. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend. They're all friends of each other, but they all have different channels and will all allow you to meet more friends and family members when you visit them for premieres and live streams as well. 244 subscribers on this second channel from Nora the Stock Explorer. This is called Tropical Buzz, and this is where we get to be educated about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they grow themselves, and they happen to be in Florida, so we'll be looking forward to some more from them. They got some shorts over here that have gotten into almost 700 views as well, so that will likely continue. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Another creator who's here as a member and a moderator is Rambling with the Brooms. This is another fellow Canadian from our nation's capital or close to it, in Ottawa or close to it. And this creator's working on 1,800 subscribers. They bring us homesteading type content on their channel, and that can involve anything from product reviews to outdoor content to indoor content, a chance to get to know them. Maybe they're making maple syrup, maybe they're hanging out with Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead, and Scott gives us a great chance to get to know him behind the channel in his videos and live streams as well. Some of his shorts have really moved, showing us some of that famous Canadian winter weather, getting into 3,000 and 7,700 views and beyond. Live streams are frequent. He's got 2 series, Shenanigan Fridays and Procrastination Thursdays, which will be tomorrow. Last week Jesse took over for him, I believe. But hopefully everybody will connect with him. He's putting together a project with Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead. This Alaskan cruise. They're going to go to Alaska for a week, leaving from Seattle in August of 2025. Rambling with the Brooms is another creator who's an advocate for helping others grow and is always introducing us to new channels and helping people hit milestones. Next up is Home Bartending with John. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Home Bartending with John is here with 401 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're thinking about. This is somebody who came into the Superchat family and was instantly just blazing with generosity, both here and supporting other creators. He's posted frequently. It's been a little while, but we'll see if he's going to pick that right back up. He's got some shorts on the channel, and some of these have gotten now into 1,500 and 1,700 views, one over 53. 300. What he's going to do is a lot of product reviews on the channel, but he's also going to show us how to make some of the most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. You don't have to have a bar as elaborate as what he's got here, but he does show us all the different ingredients that he uses and the tools he uses behind the bars to make some of these cocktails. Sometimes he has a video that will have a lot of them together, like low-calorie cocktails, comparisons between different drinks or different variations. And he's done a couple of requests for me. He'll do the same for you as well when you get to his channel. If there's something you want to know how to make that you haven't seen on his channel, you can reach out to him, and he'll be happy to do that as well. Chef Savory Bliss is a longtime dear friend and an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. One of our longest standing members, actually, of well over 2 years now. Chef Savory Bliss has 422 subscribers. They are a professional chef, and they post occasionally on their channel, but some of their stuff has gotten into the hundreds of views on the shorts. And then when we get into videos, they've got a lot of delicious looking content in between, a little bit of variety as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They've got a brand new video. It's quite short, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. They did that right before Superchat probably, or at the time. So that'll be interesting to see. And then live streams are something we'll see if they're going to pick up. We always have our notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Pardon me while my allergies are always on the loose. Trish the Naturals coming up. This is another creator who's here with us just about every single day, and she is talking about natural hair care more than anything else. She expands her content into things like wigs and weaves and other beauty products, as well as tips, tricks, and tutorials. But one of the things you'll notice about Trish the Natural, as I take her latest video and put it in my catch-up list, is the professional look that she's had on her channel from the beginning. These bright, bold headshots make her really recognizable But the other thing that I like is that when you roll over the video, you get a real idea of what to expect, and she's obviously a dynamic host. I sat and watched one of her videos the other day, and she must have shouted out between 10, 15, maybe 20 channels, which I was happy to see. It was unexpected as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. She's getting dangerously close to 900 right now. And then when we get into her shorts videos, we see that some of these have gotten over 2,100 views. Live streams are something that she's tried out. We got the notification bell on to make sure we connect with her if she's going to keep those up. And I've seen her out collaborating with other creators and supporting other creators constantly. So let's have a look at Cabaret Gaming. Let me see what oh, Canadian Family Life. Yes, I've made the stream unlisted. So anybody might think it's almost ridiculous. Like, why would somebody ever do that? When Superchat, I'm very grateful that we're as busy as we are. And a long time ago, the streams would be like 2.5 hours and I'd cut them off. And then I started taking those breaks every half hour for 3 minutes, just so that my voice can get through it. But for whatever reason, my voice, the maximum is 4 streams a week for 3 hours with these breaks, and that's it. I just can't do anymore. So when it gets too overwhelming, what I do is I make the stream unlisted, and it slows down anybody else from coming in. It doesn't stop it, because a lot of people have shared, for which I'm grateful. But that's enough to keep a little bit of a trickling crowd coming through without going overboard, because you can see, like, I have a feeling we're going overtime today. And you got to think about your moderators and things like that as well. I'm always appreciative of every moment everybody can spend. But, you know, our moderators are offering to volunteer their time to be available and, like, try to be available as much as they can to help. And, you know, sometimes everybody's going to be understanding if you plan to do an hour live stream that turns into 5 hours. It happens to everybody. But we also have to continue that everybody's got, you know, the different things that they have to do. So, unfortunately, right now, I can't let Tuberchat go any farther than 3 hours. We have to try to keep it at that level. Anyway, long speech, but that's the reason why I put the stream unlisted. So I only do it if I have to, but looking at the size of the wheel, when there's 30 channels still on there and we still got an hour to go, it's likely we're going to go overtime. So, Cabaret Gaming has been another friend of almost 3 years now. I see they got something coming up, so I'm going to put the notification on for that. It's a live stream. They stream frequently, actually. They bring us a lot of video gameplay. They're playing some Assassin's Creed lately, but they also get into Grand Theft Auto, other Rockstar type games, and then they mix things up between tons of different games that we're familiar with, all the biggest titles. They do some walkthroughs and things like that. Shorts videos on the channel have gotten into 15,000, 30,000, even 35,000 views and beyond. And then live streams as well feature even more video games, and you can see they're really mixing these up. This creator will always give you a warm welcome, and they stream frequently. They've always got a vibrant community in there as well. They've got over 1,900 subscribers, and their gaming channel, and then Cabaret Vlogs is another channel where they give us tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials from the same creator behind Cabaret Gaming. Pardon me. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They got 338 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. They got some shorts that have started out here as well. And this creator's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. Why can't I remember who did that? Jen, oh, I know who it is. Yes, of course I know who that is. Jen is making me laugh. Mr. Fulton Mraz. It's been a while since you came in with that. It's so funny. Occasionally in channels you'll see people do that like as a trolling move, but it's hilarious. We've got Danforth Avenue Wellness as a channel that used to change their channel name multiple times during our streams. But Jen is somebody who I describe as brings fun everywhere that she goes, and she's been an incredible supportive on all of my channels all this time. Mr. Fulton Mraz has over 2,000 subscribers, and this is a creator that's been with me over 3.5 years as well. So it's interesting to see that after 600 episodes, he's still coming back to connect with creators. Mr. Fulton Mraz will bring a variety of all types of content, sometimes product reviews, sometimes stories to be told, and he has interviewed a lot of creators as well. I've been interviewed by him. He's got some shorts on the channel. Yeah, I just caught that. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. So shorts on this channel have moved into 1,300, even 1,700 views, and occasionally he live streams as well. He's got a few coming up. So hopefully everybody will connect with Mr. Fulton Mraz, and I'll spin the wheel again. And yes, what I noticed actually a while back was that we can't... YouTube put a restriction on renaming channels now, so I think you might be able to change a channel's name once or twice, but pretty soon it wants to lock and say you're not changing it again for a couple of weeks. And I'm sure that that's to cut down on trolling, because, you know, while I hope not everybody has to go through that, most of us have seen it, if not on our own channels, on other people's channels, and it can get a little bit brutal with the way that some people handle that kind of thing. But YouTube's done the minimum amount to try to help with that. It does help, but I think they could do a lot more, but I'm not going to get into a tangent on that either. And then Gavay's Place is in the house with 1,260 subscribers or so right now. We'd love to push them towards the 1,300. They're thinking about. They got quite a few videos here I can see on behind. I'm just going to take the latest one from QuailCon. And I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That was something I remember having seen a few days ago. It's probably on your channel, actually. We might have been talking about it in the chat. And then Vay's Place. Let's read your About page for a quick second. They want to become a little more self-reliant. So they're going to share that with us. And... we can read a lot more. They got quite a bit here, so I'll leave it for you to read that when you get to their channel and get to know what they're going to bring. When we get into the shorts videos on the channel, they got one that's crossed 100 views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. As you post more and more, they should grow. And then as well, they've got quite a few live streams here, so they seem to be coming on at least once a week, maybe even a little more often, which is great to see as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Vay's Place, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I know I say a lot of the same things like 100 times while we're streaming. Not that it's not true, it's just that I've said it literally thousands of times over the last 3 years or so. Scratch and Pete PA's had to listen to me say the same speeches about playlists and thumbs up and everything else, literally getting into thousands of times, I think, on some of it. Scratch and Pete PA supports everything I do on every channel that I touch. He has ever since what I believe now it might be episode 44. I happen to be going through some stats and stuff like that. I have kept statistics for every live stream that we've ever done from the beginning and can look back now and see some things. While not every single thing might be there 100% accurate, if I understood right, I think it was episode 44. So Scratch and Pete PA has literally been with me well over 600 times between this channel and my other channels. And it's even hundreds more times than that, actually. Now, he's well known as a shining jewel in the Superchat family, and is the reason why I use the words seems to be everywhere all the time to describe him, and some other creators that I notice seem to be everywhere all the time. Now, Scratch and Pete PA literally does as much as he can for other creators, and what you'll find interesting about that is if you can catch him for one of his premieres, you're going to see one of the fastest rolling chats in the Superchat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. And a big part of that is likely because he gives so much support to other creators that it all comes back in a rush and flood of support for him during a 15 or 20 minute window, depending on the length of his video. It's actually somewhere more like 13 to just 13 minutes to just below 20, something like that. He puts a nice long intro on for us as well, so we can get a lot of people in there. But it is really something else to see, and it makes it a lot of fun to be a part of as well. Now, he's at 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther, get that locked in. And he premieres every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail for, the longest time now. It's, am I going to be mistaken about how long it's been? He started on January the 1st. And I'm having one of those brain things right now. I can't remember if it's a year and a half or 2.5 years already. For the life of me, I should know by the number of videos. 152 videos says that it has been 2.5 years. Yes. So Scratch and PPA has also been complimented on his video editing skills since his very first video so long ago, and then as well he's expanded his content lately with a couple more shorts and a live stream from a recent vacation in Italy, and I know everybody was excited to see a different kind of content from him. Now, in his Scratch Challenge series of videos that he brings to us every Tuesday in those premieres, what he does most often is pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and PPA on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets a series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of, and you notice that presentation has always been on the forefront of his mind with his bright, beautiful avatar matched in those thumbnails, which also give us a hint as to the giveaways. And then his banner is updated every week as well, and we can imagine what kind of time that takes. So this fellow Canadian happens to be here as a beloved and dedicated moderator as well. And so I have to apologize and thank Pete and our other moderators in advance, because it looks like it's going to be... I'm going to keep it as tight as I can, but I'm starting to think it might be as much as 20 minutes overtime that we're going to go today. I have a feeling the weekend streams, Saturday and Sunday are even more popular days. But Saturday is going to be very early, so a different time than now. And Sunday will be late like this, which is odd for us. We've only done it a couple of times. Corinne's Life is up here right now as a member and a moderator. She's got over 2,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her towards the 2,200 we know she's thinking about. This channel really does encompass everything that is Corinne's Life. So it could be cooking, it could be cleaning, it could be shopping or haul videos, it could be travel, and it could be a chance to get to know her. She does a lot of live streaming with StreamYard panels. She hops in on other people's channels. I've joined her countless times, both on her channel and others. And Corinne's Life also happens to be a small business owner. So some of you have seen her merchandise because she prints everything from shirts to hats to mugs, like the one I'm holding in my hand right now. And she's been doing a lot of work for a lot of people here in the Superchat family, and she's building quite a audience and quite a business. So she gives us a look behind the scenes at how the merchandise is made, but we can also use this creator as a resource when it's time to think about merchandise for our own channels and our businesses as well. She's got some shorts videos here that have gotten into the thousands of views, well over 7,000 on a couple of these. And a no power breakfast. That's interesting. And then this one here that's still moving at 10,000. It gets higher every time we put it on the screen. 77,000 on a breakout shorts video as well. And then live streams, like I said, are frequent. She could be giving us a look at how she's making the merchandise she does, or it could be StreamYard panels as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And she's another fellow Canadian from Nova Scotia, as a matter of fact. Let's see what is happening with Paul's Green Space. This creator is going to show us how to grow over 30 different types of things in their garden, and they're going to give us tips, tricks, tutorials, talk about the ins and outs of planting certain things together. You got to be careful about that, because when you plant a couple of things together in a garden, it's possible for one thing to overtake the other. That could be detrimental. He talks about what to do when everything you try, you just can't get something to grow. You're doing all the right things and it just won't go, how to replace it and what to do about it. He's got some shorts videos that have gotten into 4,000 and even well over 5,000, almost 6,000 views. This video is very informative. I've gone back to watch this more than once, actually, but he will give us tips and tricks all through his channel. But this is impressive, right? 30 plus foods in their suburban garden, not including the other plants, flowers, and things that are there, vines, trees, everything. Paul's Green Space, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter with almost 1,300 subscribers. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. Mint is invasive? I didn't know that. Now that I keep talking about it every time we're on here, I forget what it was that he said overtook the garden from something else. He tried planting two things together and one of them just like overtook the whole space. Some things grow and spider out, right? Not that I know. I'm learning from our homesteading friends, but Lori's Tech Time is up on the screen right now. I'm not sure if I even said hello when she came in. I hope I did. Lori's Tech Time has been a dear friend of a long time as well. She's been a friend of what I think is well over 2 years. She does tech and electronic gadget reviews. And some of these are independent, but some of them come from a service that we've only seen, or I've only seen on her channel, called Gadget Discovery Club. And some of these have gotten quite popular now, but she's also got some shorts and has really been experimenting with some of the filters and different fun things that are out there. So some of her shorts have started to get into well over 4,000 views. One breakout shorts, which was a helpful video, over 19,000 views as well. When we get into live streams, we see a lot of video gameplay, and she mixes up the games and plays with creators or plays with viewers as well. So I shouldn't say it too much until I'm actually going to do it, because I hate when I do that and I do it too often. But I do have Fall Guys as part of the Xbox that I got not too long ago. It comes with bonus content and this and that, so I'm hoping, because I understand that game's cross-platform. I played it once a couple months ago with my son in an internet cafe. It was the only game we recognized, and we had to hurry up, right? When you're paying for time, you want to at least accomplish something. But we played Fall Guys for a second. But this will be cool, because we should be able to play. I think that's a cross-platform game, right? But that's an idea. But Lori's Tech Time's very considerate about that. Was it a shorts video that you did? Oh, it was a shorts video. Was it on the other channel where you talked about the thumbnail? I think it is, right? So she's got a second channel called Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. And she brings more vlogs and shorts here. So one of the things you're going to notice... Oh, where on earth did it go? Has she done so many that I lost it already? She did something specific, and I wanted everybody to see it. Lori's Tech Time. Is it on the other channel? Forgive me. I'm going to go back for a second. We'll come back here, because I just want to show everybody this particular video. She did it as an idea because we were talking about something. You couldn't have put up this many shorts. Why can't I see it right in front of me? Oh, it wasn't a short. I'm sorry. It wasn't a shorts video. I thought it was. So thank you for that. She put a shout out in there as well. This particular video... Let me go back to her videos and then we'll see where it is. So she's posting like crazy, actually. Yeah, she's posted a lot of videos. I just want to show you this one. How to change the thumbnail on YouTube Shorts. We were talking about this the other day, and she let us know. So, like I had said earlier in the stream, I don't use the phone all the time. And Lori's Tech Time let us know that if you're using the phone to create a short and upload it, you have an opportunity while it's uploading to make a slider that will let you pick a thumbnail from a screenshot within the shorts video, which is really cool because I always produce the shorts, and almost always I produce them and put them up with a computer unless I am out. But that should be on our front page too. I believe I put it on it right on our front page. Lori's Vlogs and Shorts is going to give us more vlogs and shorts, obviously, on the channel. But I had wondered as well, without saying anything, why she was getting such great shots when all my shorts videos, I haven't done that many. I've only done like 40 or 50, but I never have the luck that I thought it was that got those good shots. But anyway, so she teaches us how to do that. You can try that on her channel and see what she has to say. And then Lori's Vlogs and Shorts here, she's really hooked into a formula and gotten 6,000, 7,000, even well over 8,000 views on this channel. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. She's been a dear friend for a very long time, as you can tell. And Granny Filming again is going to be coming up right now, so we'll see what they've got going on their channel. I'm going to try to really race through channels now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for the stream, I hope you will. Those really do help. They help for after too, right? That's the thing. Thumbs up help everything. Everything we do helps the algorithm, right? Granny Filming again has 513 subscribers, so they have to be excited about the new monetization restrictions. They just have to worry about 3,000 hours of watch time now. Videos on the channel. Granny Filming again could be filming just about anything. She could be mobile home living around the house, homemaking, cooking, cleaning, and grocery shopping, or pickups and hauls, challenges, Q&As, and a little bit more. So a lot of variety that we can see from Granny Filming again. Baking ASMR video, I keep pointing that one out. Cooking spaghetti was one I don't think I watched. And then shorts videos on the channel have gotten into 5,000, even 6,000 views and beyond, which is great. So hopefully that continues as well. Granny Filming again is here just about every single day and supports on all of my channels, for which I'm grateful. Chocolate Drop is coming up now. We'll see what they've got going on. Chocolate Drop is another energetic creator. And they post frequently as well. I think they've been streaming a lot, if I'm right. I have to take another break. I might do it soon. I gotta get the voice to last a little bit longer. Chocolate Drop has 805 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. And when we look at their videos, we see a lot of variety. So they're getting into everything from a slot game to a chance to get to know them, or a shopping product haul or review. They could be doing some gardening. I don't think I didn't watch that video. And you can see, always smiling, always energetic, and then doing challenges as well. This creator gets into shorts videos, and these have gotten as much as 2,400, 2,500, one over 4,500 views. And then live streams on the channel are frequent. So yeah, they did a few yesterday. They've been doing these every few days. So you can see another energetic creator, like I had said. And Chocolate Drop is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Let's spin the wheel. Pardon me. So Nez Lover will come up, and what we'll do is we'll go for 3.5 minutes now, and we'll come back and put that channel up. Alright, we're back and looking at Nez Lover. This creator is going to bring us art. They often bring live streams and then cut out portions for videos. So we can look through what they've got here and we can see there's a couple of different types of art. Not to mention True Story live. So I got to hopefully catch one of these. And then shorts on the channel have gotten into 1,500, 2,400 views. One breakout short's over 18,000, which is great to see. And then when we look at live streams, we see that they're streaming frequently. So this is the live stream that resulted in the latest video, but then they've already put out another couple. Now, I've caught them before, but I'm hoping I can catch them again, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them as well. Nez Lover's already at 2,700 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 2,800 they're thinking about. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Slim Jim Longfoot's been added to the wheel. I'm not sure if M&T Living and Cooking is still here, or Together We Travel, or pardon me, Kimberly Gila. Judy May Collins is coming up right now. This creator picked up a gifted membership today. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Oh, M&T, look, look at that. They're M&T Living and Cooking. I didn't know if you were still here. I thought you were. You're right at the top of my list. And sure enough, there they are. So I've got you on the wheel. As promised, I always put a couple of names onto the wheel from our chat list as a minimum, so that it's open to everyone. So Judy May Collins is here with 1,800 subscribers. And this creator, we'd love to push towards the 1,900 they're thinking about. Kimberly Gila's on the wheel now. Judy May Collins brings variety. And let's see what she's talking about here. She'll give you an idea of what to expect on the channel in her About page, but she's expanded the content on her channel. A lot of delicious looking content here. She describes the dog that in the About page. Some dessert too, which is great. Let me just take her latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I might have missed her birthday a few days ago. Is that possible? I hope not. And then shorts videos here. 4,600, 4,700. One over 8,600 views, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel are somewhat frequent. She did one yesterday or today. And then it seems like these are coming up almost once a week. So hopefully I'll catch her for another one of these. It's been a while. She's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. But Judy May Collins has been another loyal and dedicated friend for a long time. Another generous creator. Rushing Wind Mountain is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. They do a lot of nature. They're filming outdoors. Sometimes they've got wildlife in their videos. Sometimes there are humorous moments that you'll find. I see their latest couple of videos are quite short, but they've got a Fall Fest 23 video from Gail Southern Living's collaboration there, so I've got that in my catch-up list. They've got some shorts on their channel, and some of these have moved into 5,200, even 6,000 views and beyond. Live streams on this channel are something that they might pick back up, so we've got our notification bell on so that we can catch these, but you get an idea of some of the nature that they're filming on their channel. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So it looks like it's going to be half an hour. I'm going to try to speed things up. But thank you, Scratch and PPA, and I'm not sure if the Stock Explorer or Corinne's Life are still here. Stock Explorer might still be here, and our other moderators. But thank you for that. It's unexpected. I should have saw that coming. So Jewel in the Kitchen is here with over 3,400. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 3,500 subscribers they're thinking about. Lots of familiar faces in their featured channel section here. This is a great collaboration you can do with other creators as well. And thank you, Pete, for the enthusiasm as well. Jewel in the Kitchen is monetized. She is one of the most authentic creators that I have met in the last 3 years. And this creator brings delicious looking content in her videos. She's got a premiere coming up tomorrow, so hopefully I'll catch that. You dig through her videos and you get an idea of all the different things she's going to bring us, cooking videos of course, but she collaborates with other creators as well, and I've seen her many times on other creators' live streams, so we'll see if she's going to do any more streams for herself, but she's got lots of stuff there already from a couple of years ago. When we get into her shorts videos, she's got 2,700, 3,400, pardon me, and even 4,100. Which is great to see. So hopefully we can push her subscriber numbers up to the 3,500 we know she's thinking about. And Jewel in the Kitchen's been with us almost 3 years as well. She's been with us just about from the beginning of TuberChat. It might be more than 3 years, and forgive me if I'm mistaken. I keep saying 3 years, but TuberChat's been here now almost 3.5. We started streaming on April 30th in the first year. I always remember that because I had mentioned the idea that we'd be streaming in April, and I used the very last day of the month as a test stream, and then episode number 1 was the next week, I think, right? Black Phoenix is a longtime friend. This is a channel that's a little more difficult to find, but if we use our filters, which you could do on a phone or a computer, you can get to them. 279 subscribers. They bring a lot of video gameplay. They've been another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. They play a lot of Hunt, as well as other gameplay on their channel. You get that through their videos, of course. And then when we get into shorts on the channel, we see that these have started to move. 1,000, even 1,800 on a couple of these. I just want to go back because I want to see this one that they've got. This is a cool logo update video. That's really smart looking. And then live streams on the channel. So they've got a stream coming up. Oh, I think it was meant to be today. So maybe that's changed as an idea for when they're going to post. But then lots more video gameplay in their live streams, and you can see that these are frequent, usually at least once a week. So let's spin the wheel. We get another channel up onto the screen. I got to remember to set the live redirect after too, and get set. What we'll do today is we're going to raid into Just Jason Keto and More. He's doing a silent stream for watch hours. And then we got another one similar that Leela Life My Way will do on Sunday night. We'll do a late night live stream like this on Sunday. We always mix up the days and times so that we can hit different time zones, of course. And I'll just get Just Jason Keto's link ready for everybody. It's already running, so anybody can hop over anytime if you'd like to. And if anybody hasn't given a thumbs up yet, I hope you will. And please don't forget to give thumbs up to Just Jason Keto and More on the way in. I'm going to put the link and I'll pin it so everybody can get there whenever you'd like. Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us with our finances, not just the idea of technical terms like dividend investing or investing in dividend stocks and dollar cost averaging, but this creator talks about the motivation and inspiration needed to get into the idea of investing. And look at this idea. I invested $10 a day for a year. Here's the results. They're very forthcoming about their own portfolio and their own stock plays. And even if you're not going to invest in the stock market itself exactly, it's important, I believe, for everybody to have as much information as possible when it comes to the idea of investing, so that regardless of where you invest, your decisions are as educated as possible. She's gotten some shorts videos that are starting to really move into 2,500, 2,900, even 6,100 and beyond. And then live streams on the channel are occasional. She did one today. Hopefully I'll catch her the next time, but she's already had conversations with a few familiar faces. She posts frequently. She was at it for like daily for a while there. And Lisa J. Stocks is with us almost every single day, including right now in the chat. So I appreciate this information. I'm really happy to have some level-headed and down-to-earth talk when it comes to investing, saving, and things like that. Over the course of a lifetime, I've gotten better with things like saving. Investing is on the horizon. I've invested in lots of different things, but they're usually my own ideas. Some work out, most don't, but that's okay. Mona Did What is here with almost 3,800 subscribers. As one more side note, Stock Explorers heard me say this. I don't say it enough, but one of the things that I describe, I think the Stock Explorer heard me say this, right, is that one of the things I'll describe to people is we talk about stocks, we talk about crypto and things like that, and I've dipped my toe in that pool as well. But when we think about the idea of investing in a technology company, right, or like investing in an internet company, my answer is, well, why don't you invest in your own internet company, right? Most of us are treating our YouTube channels like businesses, or we have businesses behind them or that span out from them, right? So that's an idea. And every time you put any kind of time as well, but let's say money behind everything, you're investing. I see a lot of creators getting into merch, a lot of creators, even when you do stickers and things like that, you might think about it as advertising, but it could be also looked at as investing in your channel or your business or your marketing, if you want to look at it that way. But it's we could think about that stuff. So I'm glad to have a few channels like the Stock Explorer, Lisa J. Stocks, Budgeting Just Because, that was here earlier to help us with finance, because money is something we all share. It's like food. We all share the idea behind food. We all have to eat in certain ways, or it could be detrimental when it comes to finance. If we don't handle it the right way, it can be detrimental. And there's not enough information that's forced on us. So it's great that we have information we can go and seek out that these creators are bringing. Mona Did What is going to bring us some interesting content. She's going to talk to us about fiber crafts and sewing. Forgive me if I'm mistaken that they're not supposed to be interchangeable like that, because I'm still learning. But Mona Did What was featured a couple of months ago on Superchat, and I had a good time going through some of her content because I didn't realize how some of this stuff was done. You look at something like a big beautiful quilt like this, and if you've ever watched one of those TV shows talking about how they're made, or if you've ever been lucky enough to have a family member making these, or if you make them yourselves, you know how much work goes into it. But I think it's something that may not be thought of all the time. Mona Did What as well will talk about mistakes that can be made. Like, look at the work that they're putting in here. They got a machine, they got a special table, they talk about techniques, they talk about preventing mistakes and fixing the mistakes when we're talking about sewing as well. And shorts videos on this channel have gotten into 5,100, even 5,300 views and beyond. There's a lot of variety here. We always see variety in shorts on almost every channel. Live streams are frequent. Hopefully I'll catch them. They're doing these a couple of times a week. They've got a few set up. So in a couple of days on Friday. Friday's an impossible day for me, but hopefully I'll catch them for one of these. It's always possible to maybe peek in. And then we'd love to push them towards the 3,800 subscribers that they're thinking about. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. I already spun the wheel. We'll get them up here. That is a longtime friend as well. Jen brings fun everywhere she goes. Sometimes on her channel you will get a real treat and find Jen with a guitar in hand. I see she's got a couple new videos. These are quite short, but I'm going to take the latest Fall Fest 23 video, put it in my catch-up list. She brings homesteading content, but there's a lot of family togetherness on this channel. For the longest time, I didn't realize Jen had been at the Mid-America meetup. I was watching a lot of the stream from Butler Family Farm, mostly 2, but almost some of all 3 days. And they were introducing us to a few channels, but I didn't catch that. But that was really that was really great that you got there. I'm super jealous for not being able to take part in that stuff just yet. When we get into shorts videos, we have 3,000, 3,500, even 4,500 views and beyond. And live streams are occasional on the channel. We'll see if she's going to pick these back up, but we've always got notification bells on in case they're going to do that. And yes, Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. It's something not everybody can do. You know, I say to the kids, I'm not a miserable person by any stretch of the imagination, but I literally said to my son, like over the last couple months, I said, son, I live a life of regret. And it's not exactly true. He knows what I mean when I talk like that. But, you know, as we get older, we pile up the regret in our life for the things we did not do or did not follow through on. And one of the things that I wish I'd done was learn to play a guitar. And I don't know if I'll ever take the time to do that now. I was always involved in music in different ways. I played trumpet through school. I was the high school drummer. I became a DJ later. But drums are a instant gratification instrument. Anybody can learn to play a basic beat and be fairly good at it within a day. Basic is what I mean. But to pick up a trumpet or a guitar and be good in one day, I believe is next to impossible. So I have a lot of respect for anybody that can do that, and especially if they can do it well. But Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve will do that often. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Oh, regret not practicing piano. Yeah, my parents had me go. I was very fortunate. You know, when you're a kid, a child, a lot of times you just don't appreciate the things that you come to appreciate later in life. I'm not an overly religious person. My family never was, but we did at some point when I was very young go to church like every Sunday. And there was a lady at the church that offered to give free piano lessons to some of us. And, you know, she taught me a few things. I could get as far as to play O Canada with like one finger each. I could play the whole song. I don't think I could do it today. But I was grateful for that. But I didn't follow through with that, you know. Yeah, M&T Living and Cooking, I've still got on the wheel, and we've still got a few channels to go. I'm going to try to speed it up. I'm trying not to talk, but you know I can't control myself. Lisa's Fun Finds is here with 366 subscribers, and hopefully we can push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. It's been a while since they've put up a video, but I've got my notification bell on so I can catch as much as possible from them. It's been a month since they've done a sale, but they do these live auction type sales where you can buy things in real time, which is really, really cool. I'm not sure if they got rid of a bit of content. I shared something out for them. That's what it was, the purse haul, right? Did I share that video? I forget which one I shared today. I always do them in advance. But Lisa's Fun Finds, it's good to have you here, and hopefully we'll see something brand new from you shortly, whether it's a stream or a video, or even shorts videos might be an idea. I push that on people now that I've got a little bit of experience with that now. Just the smallest amount. I haven't put nearly the effort into that I wish that I would, and you know, someday I'll have 100 of them out there, but not any day soon. Kimberly Gila is coming up. I'm hoping as the work week, my work days start to trim down, that I'm able to spend more time. Did you see that glitch? Did you see that when I put Kimberly Gila's channel up as a search, the subscribe button was not on? And as you see, when I go back, it looks like the notifications are not on. But when I click on her, or on the channel, yes, it is. So I'm subscribed and the notifications are on. But that kind of glitch happens all the time as well. Shorts videos on this channel have just started, but they're already moving, which is great. Videos are somewhat frequent, so they've been putting out quite a few videos lately, actually. And then we've got our notification bell on in case they do streams at all at any point. I might take an extra video I'm going to take this one about this windmill here, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. So just another piece of content to watch. Kimberly Gila has 39 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever before, but as long as everybody's doing as much as they can for each other, everybody is hitting different milestones, growing, and getting far beyond the first 100 all the time. So we're one channel ahead. I had still had Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By on the wheel. Now we're going to get to M&T Living and Cooking. This is one of the two first channels, along with Canadian Family Life, that we know of to be monetized under the new restrictions, requiring 3,000 hours of watch time and 500 subscribers. I'm not sure if M&T Living and Cooking had their 1,000 before they got monetized or not. Canadian Family Life long passed 1,000 before they got monetized. We talked about this the other day. Yes, the burger, the egg on the burger. I'm going to take your latest video, though. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I hadn't heard of this before. They're monetized, like I said, so we can support them with Super Chats and memberships when we get there. M&T Living and Cooking is going to bring a lot of variety, but there will be some cooking as well as the living and other things that they do. When we get into their shorts, we see that these have started to move into well over 5,000 views on a lot of them, 5,300, 5,400. One breakout short's over 20,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel have gotten frequent, so they're putting these out more than once a week, it looks like, actually. And StreamYard panels, look at that grid. That's great. They've got multi-cameras going on by the look of it, or is that a challenge? And they do a few of those, actually. M&T Living and Cooking, I think, are known for that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And Be Amazing Sylvia is another friend who's been with us pretty much from the beginning. Her channel's just growing with an explosion right now. She hooked into a formula that's just killing it for her. So, first of all, she brings us pure variety, but she's one of the original 7 members of the Drop the Link Day crew. So another creator who wants to encourage us to meet more friends and family members when we're on her channel, and a lot of her friends as well. When we get to Be Amazing Sylvia, we get a chance to get to know her. She could be cooking. She could be giving us a story to be told. She could be taking us out. Or she could be hanging out at home. Videos on the channel bring that pure variety. I'm just going to take this latest Car Chronicles. I've caught her here many times, sometimes for live streams as well. And you get an idea of all the different variety on her channel as we scroll through here. When we get into shorts, you'll see where this channel's really just killing it right now. Some of these shorts have gotten over 219,000, 249,000, 574,000, and 749,000 views. So they've really hooked into a formula here, and the channel's just exploded. We saw her at 3,000 subscribers and go right well past 11,000 now. Monetized, of course, lots of ways to support her, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. She's got live streams that come up as well. Some of them are almost random or a conversation here, like with familiar faces. Excuse me. And then she's got these live streams where you can connect with other creators like the rest of the Drop the Link Day crew members. Now, it's not that there's a right way or wrong way specifically to connect. We here in TuberChat have been doing the same thing for 3 years. We know it works. We stick to the program. But any of these creators, Sylvia and her friends that are doing the same thing, are years experienced into this. And as long as we do as they instruct on their channels, we'll be just fine. So she's got some shorts over here on Sylvia's Daily Positivity. This is a second channel set up where she's done a bit of activity with her daughter and wants to bring us more motivation and inspiration. So we'll keep the notification bell on and see what more she's going to come up with on that channel. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen right now. And Philip Lemon is going to come up. I think they just came by quickly. They usually come by, give us our thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. I'm going to drop the link for Just Jason Keto and More again. He's doing a silent live stream, but there'll likely be a few people over there. We can go and connect and help him out with some watch hours. Philip Lemon is here with 169 subscribers. This creator posts occasionally, so I'm going to look at their shorts videos. We see that some of these have gotten into well over 1,500 views, which is great to see. Live streams are something that they've done with a few different video games, mixing up the gameplay here, and then videos can be completely random with a little bit of video gameplay mixed in as well. So we'll keep an eye on the channel, see if Philip Lemon's going to put out some new stuff very soon. They've been a long-time friend, and then we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. The Servant David Show is coming up. This is another creator who will inspire us in a spiritual way. And we'll see what they've got going on for today. They stream often. So look at this, 23,000 subscribers. Sometimes I have to do a double take on numbers like that. But when I look at the shorts videos here, I see 1,400, 2,300 and beyond on a couple of these, which is great to see. And then we get into live streams on this channel, and they stream frequently. So you can see what I'm talking about here when we get into multiple streams per week. They seem to have themes, but they're always inspiring us in a spiritual way. They'll always keep up with the chat while they're streaming and things like that. I might take one of their latest videos and put this in my catch-up list. You've got quite a few short videos lately, but that's okay. I'll just take one of those. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Slim Jim Longfoot is somebody that I'll definitely be behind with, but they've been a long-time friend as well. And I know that they're out supporting other creators. I've run into them countless times in other people's chats and things like that. They bring videos, I believe, daily. Just about every single day. And for, I don't know how long this is. This is, I don't know how long you've been doing these, but this channel, 2011, yeah, I don't know how long you've been doing those videos, but that's commitment. My dear goodness. I'm going to take the latest one as a something I could put in my catch-up list. Almost impossible to keep caught up with Slim Jim Longfoot, but I can get another piece of content in there. Some shorts videos on this channel have really moved. 3,800, 6,400, 10,000, and even 15,000 views. And then live streams on the channel are fairly frequent as well. It looks like you're doing these 2 or 3 times a week, which is great to see. So I guess it wasn't that long ago, 3 weeks ago I caught you. Hopefully I'll catch you again soon. And Slim Jim Longfoot, like I said, another loyal and dedicated supporter, somebody who I see out supporting other creators all the time. And Scratching Wolf is coming up right now. I think they came by earlier quickly. And thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. If there's anybody listening or watching, forgive me for the channels I didn't get to. We're way over time today. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Stock Explorer, any of our other moderators. I know Canadian Family Life's been here since the beginning of the stream. She always is. Since 2020. There you go. So it is 1,200 days, almost 1,300 days. Scratching Wolf has 407 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. I'll look at their shorts first because they got them front and center on the channel. 627, 700, almost 1,000 views on one of these, which is great to see. Videos are posted somewhat frequently. I'm going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch their latest production here. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they're doing these frequently as well. Looks like almost every single day. So hopefully I'll catch them for one of them shortly also. Thank you, everybody. So one more time, I'll just drop the link for Just Jason Keto and More. And everybody can continue connecting there. There'll be a couple of familiar faces over there. But Just Jason Keto is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here. So I'd love to do him the favor and get him a few watch hours for today. Charlene Heel is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. 1,400 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 1,500. We know that they're going to be thinking about. They bring wellness coaching and positivity, motivation, inspiration. They do that through shorts, videos, and live streams, as we can see, getting into well over 2,000 views on a couple of these shorts. Videos are somewhat frequent, but they got 2 channels going now, so they're mixing it up between them. They've got live streams. They often have familiar faces. That's Angel Light Over Darkness with them there, who's a friend since long before Tuber Chat was even a thought, to be honest with you. She's been here from the beginning as well. And then I'll show you her second channel, Conscious Business Services. And Opportunities. And we'll see what she's got going on here, including wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. 885 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 900 we know she's thinking about. It's been a while, but she'll put up some new videos shortly, I'm sure. She wants to help us build wealth on top of the positivity and motivation she's known for. Shorts videos here have gotten into 2,400, 3,300, 5,300, and beyond. And then live streams are occasional on the channel. We got notifications on for a couple, including the 2 that are coming up tomorrow. So thank you, everybody, again for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. We're back on Saturday for an early stream, and we're going to be just a little bit too early, but Butler Family Farm has their monetization celebration. We've been waiting all summer for that, so I hope everybody can catch them as well. Slim Jim Longfoot posts every day, so we'll be looking forward to that as well. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for the time that you spent, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, everyone.